You was ass this year. Why you got me on here cursing?
But hold on. But the Eagles didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I made it to the Super Bowl for fantasy football. I was in the championship game. And then I finished number 2. I finished number 2 in the pick. Yes, this year I was in the championship game.
And then in basketball, you're eliminated.
In basketball, I haven't even won a game. So absolutely, you can clown me. You can clown me really good for basketball.
I think for my first time, I'm 50-50. I'm 500. I think I might be one up.
You ain't good in basketball either, Brittany.
Better than you.
Brittany make playoffs. Yes, she is. She top 4, top 5. For
my first time, better than you. I never played basketball fantasy till this year.
Hey, well, listen. Come in my world and come get some of this football fantasy and see what I do to you in that league. If you dare, because I'm the king over there in fantasy football. Now
you don't want to mess with me in fantasy football. I kill you.
I digress.
Mel, I told you a few players to pick who's helping you out right now, so don't do that.
And those are the few players that didn't help me win the championship.
Yeah, right.
That's the reason why I won the championship, because those few players, they ain't getting
right. Yeah, right. That's the reason why you got there.
That's false. That's false.
That ain't false.
Well, we're live, everyone. So we appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. We're going to have a pretty good show. We got Bruce from the Format Podcast.
What up?
Anna Bull from No Bull Podcast. Brittany Monique from Sideline Speaks. And yours truly, Mel Senior. Did y'all see the show that Mel Jr. was on last week?
I did.
No, I didn't see
it. Had some
it.
interesting perspective. I saw that though.
Yeah, Mel Jr. joined me. He don't even like getting on podcasts. He don't like public speaking right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out.
But you know what, real talk. Public speaking comes easy to you because you're a senior NCO. You had to stand in front of a ton of formations. You had to give a lot of instructions. So that's easy. I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I got out at E6. So you know how that goes. You give trainings. You speak in front of people. So it's nothing to you. So it's something that I had to understand too, that everybody doesn't have that experience.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But even if you get good at it, some people still don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be waiting for it. I'll be like, man, I can't wait to. I think getting it started is the big deal, and then once it gets started, be like, okay, now I'm good. But it's always a lot of nerves, you know, just to get it started sometimes. But you know, you get on there and once you find out that well, you know what, I kid it myself. I was about to say something, but I don't want to give away my secret.
Already.
I don't want to give away my secret. But what's up, man? Y'all ready for some good time? It's some good games on tonight too.
Yes, sir.
I need to check see what's on tonight, man.
In just 14 minutes here, it will be the Nuggets versus Clippers, and Joker will be making his return.
Oh,
after a 15-game absence.
Oh boy.
He trying to make sure he get that he in the running for that MVP.
Yeah, but what y'all expecting for tonight against the Clippers?
Just what you said. They're gonna go back to that heliocentric triple-double basketball. They're gonna be, he's back. We got to get him going again. They forgot about him.
What's
on the minutes restriction though?
Well, the Nuggets currently sit number 3, I believe, and I think they're 28 and something. I could be wrong on that, but they're number 3 overall, and then the Clippers are 10. They busted their butt to get in that play-in right now.
What's their record without Jokic being there? Anybody know?
What's the who?
Well above 500.
The Nuggets
record without Jokic while he was absent.
I'm looking right now. With his absence, they hold a 21-25 record. Well, no, that's between January 2020. Let me look for 2026.
While Bree's looking that up, Luka is killing out here tonight. Damn.
Who? Luka?
Yeah.
The game already started. They playing the Wizards. I expected him to go nuts against
35, 11, 12 in the third quarter.
Joker with the Denver Nuggets have a 9-6 record without Joker.
There's a lot of people very upset about that.
Yeah, because they was like, man, you know how many videos they couldn't make because they played too well. They probably had like 15 videos ready.
Yeah.
Couldn't make them. I made mine though.
I saw. There was a lot of people upset about I was hearing. I was sharing them, Mel. The videos she was making, I was like, share.
Oh, it's too damn funny. All right, let's get started with our first topic, y'all. Sure. And it is Jaylon Tyson. You know what? I just learned about this kid when he played the Lakers, and he played phenomenal. He played good. And I was like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? And I think like Cleveland, they found him one. And he went even more viral after what he said in the post game. So they beat the Lakers. Yeah, Bronny. I mean, the Cleveland crowd was cheering for LeBron. They gave him a tribute. He shed some tears on the bench. Bronny got in the game during a blowout, got a breakaway dunk, hit 2 step-back threes in a row. The crowd was going nuts. They even booed Drew Timme because he got the ball and took a shot, and they wanted Bronny to come and do a heat check after he hit those 2 threes. So the Cleveland crowd is really rocking with the James family, right? They're really rocking with them. Mm-hmm. And then Jaylon Tyson said this nonsense.
Obviously, there's a different energy in this building when the James family's here. We saw how the fans reacted to Bronny, and certainly this could be potentially LeBron's last game in this building. How would you characterize his impact on this city and franchise? Well, you could say something too.
This is Donovan Mitchell city now. When he come back here, we're going to make sure that everybody roots for him like that they did for him. So this is his stuff. This is his city.
Yeah. We need to hear less from certain people. He's one of the people. Nigga. Get out the way.
Way to clean that up, Donovan.
They killed him last night.
Yeah, he deserved it. Damn. He got a press conference and say, hey, I didn't mean that. Yeah.
Why would you say that, though?
Yeah.
It is pointless.
Don't say nothing. I hate niggas with braids.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to show the highlights, but now I want to.
Like, why would you even?
But you ain't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody even asked you.
You can say something.
The announcer said you can say something.
Yeah.
Nobody. He knew. He's about to tweet.
Donovan Mitchell looking at him like, "You wildin'." He said, nigga, you just got your contract just went to 4-year 60. You got a 4-year 26.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Because LeBron will be here next year.
Yeah.
He won't be on the team.
Yeah, you just got away, buddy.
Yeah.
There was no disrespect there. I didn't want to disrespect or step on nobody's toes. Like that's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Obviously, I was a Cavs fan growing up because of him, right? I didn't want to take away him, but I just wanted to give Don his flowers. That was my biggest goal in it. And if I offended anybody or anybody got mad about it, I'm sorry. I take personal responsibility, but I just want to give the man his flowers because we want to do the same thing that Bron and them did here. We want to do that with him as our leader.
Hey, so after the game, it got so bad for this man on social media, he had to deactivate his IG account. He was getting so much hate comments because they ride for the king, man. And my question to y'all, man, is this very disrespectful for him to say what he said, or was it just dumb?
Me personally, I don't think it was either. I think,
thank you.
Like, stand on business. You and your competitive nature. It's sports. Yeah, he knows it's LeBron City. He knows LeBron was raised there. He was, people love him there. Yada yada yada. But that's not his team right now. Right now, it's Donovan Mitchell and all those guys' team. So stand on business. Don't be scared of that. When they come to your city, beat them. Make sure you go at them. So I kind of like it. So I don't know why he apologized. And if any sports people who play sports understood that, you wouldn't be bothered by it. You wouldn't be ticked off by it. Stand on business. Don't apologize for that.
Even if you know the king coming this summer?
You're not thinking about that in that moment, Mel. Like Brittany just said, he's a competitor. In that moment, he's competing. Like, yo, we just finished bodying you. This is, this Donovan Mitchell City now. And okay, it might have sounded crazy, especially being that it's in Cleveland. But I mean, does everybody does everybody have to glaze LeBron? What are we doing here? Secondly, let's look at it this way, like real talk. If you laugh at Mel, but it's disgusting, man. It really is. Like, he's a competitor. He said what he had to say. First of all, you a man. You didn't say anything that out of line that you should have had to back down off of your commentary. I didn't respect that at all. Like Ricky said, stand on business. You said what you said. It's crazy. And let's flip it the other way. If somebody had said something else, like whatever the opposite of that was, nobody would be upset, right? When people are, oh, the king, oh, my king, oh, I'd let my girl drown to save LeBron. Nobody got a problem with none of that crap, right? But this dude says what he says in the heat of a moment as a competitor and everybody going crazy, man.
Okay, put it this way. If LeBron would have said that after he won the bubble ring, and said that this is, or one of his teammates said, they mentioned Kobe or something like that during the post game, and they said this is LeBron City now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it would have been so absurd to say that, right? Just on the strength of volume, right? Kobe's got 5 championships, Magic's got 5, Kareem's got 4 there. So just for the sake of sheer volume, it would have been an absurd statement. So even if you say, okay, LeBron brought a championship to Cleveland, 1, Mitchell has none. 1, none, 5, 1, different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see it as quite the same thing.
It's not quite the same, but it's similar. Kobe got 5 rings, LeBron bought 1, but LeBron bought 1 in Cleveland, Mitchell has bought 0. Right. So it might be somewhat of a equivalency if you have a player saying this is Donovan City now, and this guy was born in Ohio. So, Cleveland is not where he was born, but it's kind of like that. Akron, Cleveland, whatever you want to say. But yeah, that's LeBron City. He cemented himself. He's the only person out of all these great players that even bought a championship to Cleveland. Right. So if you think of that, yeah, that's LeBron City for sure. And to say that this is Donovan City now, it's just as the possible disrespect can be seen as disrespect as well as it could be if they would have said the same thing and it was LeBron and Kobe in that scenario.
And I find it disrespectful that he could king himself. That's how I find it. Like, come on, it's just competitors talking. Like, let him have his city for the moment. In the meantime, and that little victory.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's gonna happen when LeBron show up this summer, though.
Oh, he's getting traded.
He's not gonna forget that.
Old boy's getting traded. He's going. That's it.
He's gone. Yeah. As a matter of fact, before he even sign, make sure old boy gone before I even get there. That's how we'll know if LeBron coming back. If they don't re-sign or they trade that kid, Jaylon Tyson, that's how you know. Oh yeah, LeBron's on the way. LeBron is on the way.
Well, LeBron didn't trade Austin Reeves, right? When Austin said, he said, I'm gonna put my phone on what is it, on LeBron mode, no kings, no rings. He didn't trade him, so maybe he won't trade this cat either.
What you think about it?
Jaylon, what he said was hilarious because it was LeBron's tribute video night, and I'm pretty sure he knew they was doing that tribute video. And so I do believe when he said it, I don't think he considered any of that. I think all he know is he's been hooping. He shot 8 for 15 that night. He had 25 points. He been hooping. I think in his mind, he was like, LeBron shot 10 shots to make 11 points tonight. In his mind, I think he's looking at it like this guy's a clown. This is Donovan. It's like he was so hyped up. So I do like just to kind of, I guess, pull together everything y'all said. I think it was just a moment of you're in the moment of the game. This is maybe you've been getting multiple game interviews after each game. You know what I mean? If you look at Cleveland playing, Jaylon has been, when they win, he's been the guy they pull aside for the interview. I think he's seeing himself. Yeah, he's been hooping. So, I think it was just in the moment, and he said it because it was a LeBron tribute night. I guess it's hard because I get it. You got to have enough skin in the game to maybe make comments like that. But what Bruce said on his show the other night, shout out to the Format Podcast, really good show. Make sure you tune in. They were talking about how everybody has been clowning LeBron or speaking out against LeBron towards the end of his tenure. So I don't like how there's certain people in the game that can say certain things, but that's just, they can say certain things and they're not going to be, I guess, verbally accosted for it like they were doing on Jeff Teague's show, versus Jaylon saying something kind of in a similar fashion that other people have been saying lately, and he's all of a sudden a clown for it. So I think I ain't really respect how Jeff Teague and those guys went about it. All of a sudden, what they said. Yeah.
Did you hear what we talking about, Chris?
Yeah, I did.
You heard? I mean, you think it's disrespectful or no?
I think it was off color. I think any other time it would have been appropriate, but like Bree said, like you knew what night it was. Like, I'm pretty sure the organization had that one circled on the. You don't just spring together a video tribute last minute. Like, this was something that was in the works. It was on the calendar when the schedule came out. Oh, he's coming back to Cleveland. This could be his last time. They even wore the throwback jerseys that he wore predominantly when he was playing there. I feel like all that was intricate. You know what I'm saying? So you knew this was happening. Granted, y'all had a great game. Y'all blew them out. Cool. You in the moment. You hype about it. As much as I don't like to give LeBron credit, LeBron has done more for the Cavs in that city than Donovan Mitchell has.
Yeah. I mean, the mind frame of Tyson might have been like, we got a great player here, a perennial all-star, someone that we were relying on to take us deep in the playoffs and hopefully get a championship sometime soon. We got this player here. I'm all for taking a step back and embracing and acknowledging what LeBron did for Cleveland, especially when he come back and play against us. But I don't want that to overshadow what we got here now with Donovan. So I guess he was just trying to drive the point home to make sure, hey, look, man, keep the spotlight on this guy. We already gave him a tribute video, and we already embraced his son when he got injured in garbage time. But now in the post game, don't ask us about freaking LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, keep it about what we got going on here. And I think he was trying to bring the spotlight back to Donovan, but he didn't have no tact when he did it. You know, I think if he was a little bit more tactful, he could have done it where it didn't seem disrespectful, because he's gonna be on the Hornets next year.
Or the Nets.
That's all that matters. So I don't know. I just didn't take it that deep. I just felt like he was being a competitor. They came off a big victory. And if LeBron personally, if you don't want nobody saying that, then get more than 11 points, 3 for 11. Show up a little bit more. I don't care how old you are. You still want to play? You still crowning yourself? Then show up if you don't want nobody speaking that language in your city that you grew up in. That's how I am.
100%. Yeah.
That's tough,
at some point, it stops becoming about basketball.
Right.
That's tough. I don't know, man. What y'all think about Bronny doing that game? Bronny was
in like what, the third quarter?
Bronny was what? Bronny was what?
55th draft pick overall.
He got a good 8 points.
Hey, bro, that dunk he got when he took 6 steps.
Travel. That man had a passport.
He got up, man. Little man got up, didn't he?
He needed a few extra steps to make sure he got up there like that.
Yeah, he took some steps, man. He was
travel, flipped the ball over to the other hand. You could pick a call.
He stepped in the name of love for sure, man.
It's cool, you know what I'm saying? 3 for 3, 2 for 2 from the 3, that dunk, you know what I'm saying? Steal, you know what I'm saying? It's cute, but look at the score and the reason why he was in the game at that time anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
did you notice the offense that was running for Bronny? It was 5-man out with Bronny. Bronny was playing the Luka role in that garbage time offense. Y'all didn't peep that, did you? Yeah.
So, question real quick. I know it's not a Bronny topic, but I'll keep it brief, I promise. At what point is it going to have to be reliably acknowledged that Bronny's just not an NBA player? At what point?
As soon as LeBron retires.
I was Gary say the same thing, Chris. As soon as he retires or leave, Bronny is gone.
Yeah, there's no cape to cover him anymore.
I'm gonna put him back down to the G League for now.
Well, y'all see these players just trying to go back to college. Zaire Wade trying to go back to college.
And then
Amari Bailey trying to go back to college.
Amari Bailey, yeah.
It's crazy. But then you got coaches you got coaches like Calipari enabling it, talking about, hey, I'd pick them over a freshman any day. Like, come on, yo, they're destroying 17-year-olds' lives.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kind of wild.
Somebody somewhere found a loophole or a sliver of a loophole, and now everybody's trying to be like, oh, well, that applies to me too. And I don't agree with it. It is gonna tank college. It is gonna shunt those freshmen and those sophomores that are trying to, you know what I'm saying, make a name for themselves and stuff like that, because guys like Amari Bailey who have had minutes in NBA games, if they do allow them to go back, you know, you've experienced that different level of competition. You go back down to college, it's like as if, you know, you done left high school and you done went back and you beating up on all the high school kids in the gym now.
And what the college coach is gonna do, who depend on wins for their contracts, they're gonna what? They're gonna glaze them, and they just gonna play. It's gonna be a glaze fest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sticky situation for sure. But I think the NCAA has been real tight to the chest about it, about not letting it happen. I don't know if there's any new developments. I know I just seen the notification about Amari Bailey today.
I saw that too.
I don't know if there's any new developments where like it's becoming more possibility of it being a thing. But what I heard when like this stuff was first going on was that the NCAA was like, there's absolutely no way. You know, once you declare, I think they said that you don't even like get drafted, but once you declare, you lose your eligibility.
I thought it was only that way in football. I thought you could go back in basketball. I didn't know for sure.
After like getting drafted?
No, not after getting drafted, declaring.
Oh.
After declaring for the draft.
It's only for right now for NCAA, and they're still rewriting this, but it's after you've been signed. You can't go back. Okay. So if you sign the dotted line, you can't go back in, allegedly. And the president is cracking down. He doesn't even want G League players coming back to play. But what they've done is open themselves up to a whole bunch of lawsuits. That's what's really going to start happening.
So why
we'll probably start to change.
What's
going to go back?
I was about to say, what is the perks of going back to get redrafted?
Money. The NIL.
Yeah, NIL now. You can get paid more.
Yep.
Say you're a baby
or a freaking NBA Africa or whatever.
All right,
I hate to be stereotypical, but say you got children and you need to make some money. You can even make a quick come up. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna go back here. They're gonna sign me. Why not? I played pro. Blah blah blah. Now they're getting sponsorship deals and stuff.
But you go back. If let's say that they can go back. How many years of eligibility do you think you getting back? 3, 4? You're not getting enough back to make a decent bag.
You get 4. Apparently, you get 4 seasons, 5 years, or something like that. You get at least 5, and then that's what right now the NCAA is like. We might have to reframe the redshirting. People who genuinely were using redshirt because maybe they truly got hurt or need another opportunity, it's possibly going to be taken away from them to prevent guys like this from abusing it.
And the COVID year messed that up too.
At what point are you going to pass that eligibility? Because there are some dudes, I don't know about basketball, but I know in football, I think some cat played his 8th year this past season.
Trinidad Chambers. Trinidad Chambers from Ole Miss.
Boy, that's crazy.
He like 40.
No, Trinidad, the quarterback for Ole Miss was in his 6th year of eligibility.
I thought this was his 5th year.
That's insane, dog.
And the thing about it is he and Ole Miss put in a waiver for him to come back next year. NCAA denied it.
Yeah, and I think they're taking legal action to try to get through it. But he didn't play his first 2 years in
I think so
on the lower level. So that's what he's pushing back on.
You know what? I'm gonna go get me an NIL deal. Get this girl.
Right. Yeah, you can go back.
I'm gonna go back.
Soon as Brittany
I'm gonna go back.
Soon as Brittany get on that court, try to plant that leg, that knee finna go the wrong way. You know what? I ain't got it no more. I ain't got it.
Her LCL is strong. Stop playing. I just learned about LCL today. That's why I used it.
But I don't. If these cats want money so much, what's wrong with going to what Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson got going on? What's wrong with expanding the big three out? What's wrong with going overseas? Cats getting money. How much is Dwight Howard over there getting in China whooping on cats? You know what I'm saying?
What's to stop the men from starting their own 3-on-3 league like the women did? I'm just wondering, like, you know what I'm saying?
They got the big three already, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many avenues instead of going back to robbing kids of their college time, because the percentage of people who make it to the league is already little. The percentage of people who can make it to college and play basketball, whether it be on a scholarship or however you got there, it's small. So these kids is relying on this ability to showcase their talent and get to that next level. If you going back, you robbing these kids of that, you stop it. And then what happens to the NBA when these kids phase out? They ain't got no playing time. They don't get no experience playing. Now they supposed to get drafted, and now we getting these awful draft classes of kids, and then the league just goes into this state of stagnant for however. No, I'm not.
I'm glad you're saying that, Chris, because they're not thinking, bro. They're not thinking. They're just waiting to see the repercussions and then act. Like, they're not proactive at all with this, in my opinion.
They doing a lot of just reactionary thinking right now. And
yeah,
it's gonna lead to nothing but bad news.
It's not. It's only a few nepo babies out here that get drafted off of averaging 4 points a game.
Preach.
In the
5.
college year.
Get it right. 5.
I thought it was 4.5. I heard it was 4.5. Okay,
they round up. It was like 4.7. They round up.
Mel, what is this screen name, bro? What is this?
That is my brother SS Impala. Game recognized game, and a lot of former players are not content with being a sucker and turning the cheek to being a sucker and turning the cheek is wild. To Brian shenanigans. Yeah, for sure. Ain't turning the cheek. Sheesh.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Digress. My son asked me today. He said, "Dad, why you always say pause?" I'm like, I'll explain to you one of these days. Not
sometimes
today.
It's necessary.
Right.
Sometimes it's necessary, yo.
Said not today. He's 9. That's not today, brother.
Get a couple more numbers on there.
Let's move to one of Bree's favorite players, Derrick Rose.
Let's go.
I love this topic. I love it.
Yeah, so Derrick Rose got his jersey retired in Chicago. Big deal, really big deal, dog. Right. Your jersey up there with some greats, dog, including the GOAT, right? But Draymond Green was on this podcast and he said some things. He was giving Derrick Rose his flowers, and he wanted to go a step further to show you how important Derrick Rose was to Chicago by saying
Derrick Rose or LeBron.
Derrick Rose, he's the most important player in Chicago basketball sports, including Michael Jordan.
And shout out to D Rose having his number 1 retired in Chicago by the Bulls. What D Rose means to the city of Chicago, not means to the city of Chicago. There's not one bigger person in the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. Make no mistake about it. You heard what I said. There is not one bigger person that means more to the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. With all due respect to MJ, I love MJ. We all wanted to be like Mike. Doesn't mean more to the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose stops everything. Derrick Rose stops crime. Derrick Rose can walk around Chicago, no problem. But man, youngest MVP in league history, right in the Chicago Bulls jersey. When the Chicago Bulls were struggling for years after Mike, Derrick Rose came and saved the franchise. I still remember D Rose coming. Remember, he missed a year and all of that. Then he came to USA camp. We were in practice. I was on a select team at that time. And he was coming down, dribbling the ball, like in transition. And man, I stepped up at the free throw line, like broke down in my stance to guard. And he hit me with the fastest boom, boom. And I was way over there. He was laying the ball up. Again, this is D Rose after the injury. I had never seen someone double cross and that explosive to a layup in my life.
Y'all buying it?
No. Actually, I would love to actually speak on this.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out, because the other day when Bruce talked about it, I definitely was on the side of you can't talk about MJ. But then listening more to what he was saying, he emphasized means into the city. And when you look at what Joakim Noah said about Derrick Rose, he said he's a people's champ. Like, he means a lot to the city. He was born there. Like, it just, the people genuinely respect and love him. So I think it's more so like he's a people's champ, and then the basketball was just even a better addition to it. That's what I think he was trying to make a point about, because he does more for the city of Chicago than Michael Jordan did. In basketball terms, maybe not, but I'm talking about as the city as a whole. I think that's where he was coming from when he said it.
Before you go, Bruce, let me get this off. I love this. I love this topic. I lived in Chicago at the time of Derrick Rose's career beginning. When he won the state championships at Simeon High School, when he was like, everybody was like, oh, this dude's about to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? When he went to Memphis, the city, Chicago has its black eyes, right? We already know what the deal is with Chicago. But when Derrick Rose was coming up, the city had never been so unified and behind one person. It didn't matter what you claimed or what part of the city you was from. It didn't matter, because when Derrick Rose, everybody was rooting for Derrick Rose. Everybody was like, the city needs Derrick Rose. Then when it just so happened that the Bulls was picking number 1 and Derrick Rose it was going number 1, coming home, the hometown kid. As far as what he did for the city of Chicago, like, Derrick Rose can walk around out there and it's good. Trust me, Derrick Rose can walk through Chicago and it's good. What Michael Jordan did for the city of basketball was sports related. Yeah, the 6 rings, the championships, the glory for the team. But as far as what Derrick Rose did for the city, Derrick Rose did more for the city of Chicago than MJ did.
And he's doing more right now.
Okay. Okay, so this can go a few ways, right? So first, can we take this clown Draymond out of it? Let's stop that right now. We know exactly what that's about when it comes to Draymond. We know that's clutch payroll talking. That's take a shot any way I can at Michael Jordan, because that makes LeBron happier, and maybe I'll have to spend less time in my knee pads, right? That's what this is about for Draymond. Real talk. We know what that is. That's one. 2, the same argument that before we even get to Jordan, the same argument being made for Derrick Rose and the love from the city of Chicago. Up until MJ became MJ, Isaiah Thomas was that for the city of Chicago. Up until MJ, took over, right? Zeke was that, right? Homegrown kid. Even though he was in Detroit, he was still beloved by the city of Chicago. It's only until MJ became MJ and Zeke and the Pistons did what they were doing. So I think that is, I think that's the difference in what we're talking about. So we could compare Zeke to Derrick Rose in terms of love by the city of Chicago. Now we come to Michael Jordan. Obviously, don't need to run down the bona fides on the basketball court. But even if you look at it, did Michael Jordan not have the economic impact on the city of Chicago similar, obviously not dollar for dollar, but similar in terms of time frame, like what LeBron has had for the city of Cleveland, right? In terms of all the money generated, all the tickets sold, all the revenue, all the restaurants, so on and so forth. Michael Jordan did the exact same thing for the city of Chicago. So what is this business of Derrick Rose has done more for the city and means more to the city? It doesn't add up. And this is not me. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not from Chicago. I've been in Chicago twice in my life. Great city. But I'm not from there. I'm not per se a Jordan fan. I'm not per se a Derrick Rose fan. So I really don't care either way. But I just find it disingenuous. And I think that I can be objective about it in how I see it. 1, we know what Draymond's doing. 2, if we look at it, Isaiah was Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose. And if we look at it, Michael Jordan did just as much, if not more, for the city from an economic and basketball standpoint that Derrick Rose ever did. Because there's no way you can tell me 1 MVP and a couple of deep playoff runs can match up to 6 championships and 2 3-peats. And I'm not just talking on the floor. I'm talking off of it. It doesn't. But
so I think that's the problem that people are getting hooked up on. Nobody's saying Derrick Rose did more economically or sports wise. It's emotional and sentimental because this kid from Chicago gave all these other kids the hope and the belief and something to believe in and something to look up to, because everybody's like, oh, you got these guys that make it in the league and I can kind of relate. But for the city of Chicago, he was every kid in Chicago.
So you think Hardaway that also? Tim Hardaway was that too. Tim Hardaway's a Chicago city legend, right? Chicago is, if you ask me, my humble opinion, right there with New York and Baltimore as like the best basketball cities in the country. So like all these cats that came out of Chicago, and I get it, Derrick Rose is loved, and maybe we see it differently because we have recency bias and because of the power of social media amplifying everything. But I wouldn't say that Derrick Rose was any more loved than Zeke was, than Tim Hardaway was, and I'm sure a bunch of other cats coming out of the city.
But let me ask you this: how many of those guys played for the hometown team like Derrick Rose did? How and Derrick Rose, did he win any championships? No, but the fact that the team that he was on, the team that he was a part of, was the closest thing to glory since Mike's Bulls. So not only was he the kid that made it out of Chicago, playing for Chicago, you know what I'm saying, they were also competing at a high level, giving Bron work consistently every year. They wasn't laying down. They was 50, and I think they got 60 wins one year, maybe. They were competing in they were the 1 seed one year. I think matter of fact, the year he blew his knee, they were the 1 seed.
Just the one, yeah.
But they were in the playoffs, and it was something. That's what I'm saying. The emotional and the sentimental value to the city of Chicago. That's why he means more to Chicago than Mike did. Mike, economically, sports wise, absolutely. I mean, you can't discount the 6 rings. You can't, none of that. Cool, we got that. Mike is not from the city. Mike, you know what I'm saying? But the kid, the hometown kid from the city, grew up, went through the entire pathway, minus college, but went to Memphis. But like, you came from the bricks of Chicago, got drafted by Chicago, and you put everything on the line that you had for Chicago. That means more to the fans in the city of Chicago, but emotionally wise than what Mike did sports and economically wise.
So that's a fair argument, except for how long did he even play for Chicago? 3 years?
8 years.
He played for Chicago for 8 years?
Yes.
Yeah. The longest he's played on any team.
Most people don't even know that. I bet most people don't even know that. Most people would say 3 or 4 years because, after the knee, not nearly the same player, right? And again, maybe you're just talking about Chicago, but I don't know. But I gave my stance, so I'm going to pass the mic.
Well, look, I think the reason why so many people split on this is because Michael Jordan grabbed a different Chicago audience than D Rose. D Rose grabbed
his generation.
City. He grabbed the inner city, right? MJ probably grabbed that as well, but MJ was a corporate level type dude. D Rose wasn't that. D Rose means everything to the streets and the urban community, inner city, black.
He's the dream that was lived out. If MJ paved the way, he was one of the first to do it for them, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's a rapper in Chicago named D Rose, and he was a murderer too. Yeah.
Okay. So we just forgetting Zeke that, right? So
I mean, yeah, but
Zeke went and played for Detroit,
Chicago, and he didn't play for Chicago. But what?
He don't got his jersey hung up right now.
Yeah.
No, I get it. But the reason I brought up Zeke is until Michael Jordan, took over, Zeke was, even though he was in Detroit, he was pretty much Derrick Rose before Derrick Rose in terms of homegrown kid being loved and meaning everything to the city, which is part of the reason he hates Mike now, because Mike took that from him. But you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, the whole D Rose thing, recency bias, I believe, plays a lot into that. And I'm not trying to disrespect D Rose or what he means to the city. I'm just saying, me being a total outsider, not having a dog in the fight, I feel like I could look at that objectively.
But none of those guys can say they were rookie of the year, second year All-Star, third year MVP. Nobody could say that.
Okay, Zeke can't say that.
I don't like it.
He can say the other two parts.
I don't like getting in. That's why I threw it. That's why I put it in there. I don't like getting into the hypotheticals too much. Mm-hmm. But if he did not get hurt, I don't even think we'd be having this conversation right now. I hate to get attacked. I really don't. I'm doing it, but I'm just saying, if Derrick Rose didn't get hurt,
he probably would.
I don't even think we would be having this conversation right now because that's how great he would be. Yeah, for sure.
He gets one ring for sure.
He was on a tear that year.
For sure.
For sure. It might have been the year he blew his knee.
We can't say tear and Derrick Rose in the same sentence no more. Stop.
It might have been the year that he blew his knee. That year he was wilding.
Hey, K Soprano making a good point. Like D Rose grabbed the same audience that AI did. Just in Chicago, it was that same thing. So
kids that look like him, it made it more believable that they could achieve the same life, because it wasn't like he went to some prep school, private school, high school. He went to Simeon, which is the heart of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Got them 2 back-to-back state championships. Like we're watching this guy rise to the top, be the cream of the crop, go to Memphis, get drafted number 1 overall to the hometown team. I mean, if you talking about heartstrings and stories and movies to be made, the material is there. It's all right there. So again, nobody is questioning the economic impact, the sport impact that MJ had. He's got that. But the emotional attachment and the sentimental value that D Rose has with the city of Chicago and the city of Chicago has for D Rose, it means more especially when a lot of his generation, the people that came up around the same time that he came up, are essentially the old heads now that are the umbrella for the generations coming up. And this is the generation that's watching basketball now. And they're telling stories about, man, D Rose used to be like this. Let me show you this video of D Rose. D Rose used to be this cat. I remember when D Rose was at Simeon doing this. I remember when D Rose was at Memphis doing that. That's the generation that's going on right now. That's like a good chunk of Chicago.
So you're making my point for me then. Recency bias is playing a huge role here. Because I'm pretty sure if you talk to the generation right before me, they're going to say that about Isaiah. They're going to.
But here's the thing,
recent. Being recent is an advantage. Yeah, recency bias is a thing, but it's still legit because nostalgia is a thing as well. It's a lot of older players who still get more clout than the newer generation because they just came first. So I mean, yeah, you can have that type of bias and you can have recency bias. It worked in both favors, but but for Chicago, if Isaiah would have played for Chicago, then maybe. But I mean, come on, like Michael Jordan was overshadowing him. That's part of why he hate Mike. Michael Jordan was getting more love in his own city than he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and it didn't help that he played for a rival team.
Correct.
Was that really a rivalry until then? But anyway, that's a whole different.
D Rose grew up in those streets, played in those streets, and played professionally in those streets. That weighs a lot for that city.
And then went back to the streets, and now he's giving back to them in a whole different level. And
I ain't gonna lie to you,
raising his family. I just think it's a great example for them. He does a lot for the city, for young men, on and off the court.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, Adidas historically makes some terrible shoes, but niggas was in line buying some D Roses.
And they was Adidas.
Okay, hold on, real quick.
I'm sorry.
What does that mean? Cats was in line buying Starberries too. So what does that mean?
Well, Starburst was $15 at Stephen Barry's.
It wasn't no line. I can tell you that right
now. And D Rose got a shoe. D Rose got a shoe when it was cool. D Rose got a shoe when it was still cool to get a shoe, when it wasn't oversaturated by everybody getting a shoe. He was one of those top guys that got a shoe. When he got it,
D-Rose dropped
it was like, dang, he got a shoe. That was rare.
And then like you're further like living the dream of the people in your city. Like, man, kid from the hood, made it all the way to the league, got a signature shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like these is things that hold heavy to the people of Chicago.
We ain't hear nothing from Brittany yet.
I'm sorry, Brittany.
I want to hear what Brittany think.
I mean, look, I just think it depends on who you are. I think if I'm a fellow Chicagoan, I don't know, from Chicago. I don't know how they say it.
I think that's Chicago.
Yeah. Then I could understand why D Rose would probably mean way much more because of what Chris is saying. If I'm from outside of Chicago, which I am, then I might go with MJ because of, what my experience is with him and his sneakers and just the world view of who he is. But trying to think okay, so the attachment at one point kind of broke between Philly and Kobe, if y'all know that story.
Mm-hmm.
But when Kobe first came out, Philly had such a love and appreciation and the support for Kobe. So I kind of understand from that standpoint on why D Rose would mean so much more to Chicago. It's more of a sentimental thing. Like, yo, he was one of us. He came through. Like, we know D Rose's story is his story. Man, he made it through the mud. Then I kind of understand. And then he goes to, like Chris said, he goes to high school. He wears Benji Wilson's number. We all know the story of Benji Wilson. So, and how much he meant to that city. And then give that to D Rose. He was the next guy. So it's just like, I'm kind of leaning towards more D Rose because of the sentimental value of this. But I get what MJ did.
So what you're saying,
right?
What I was saying is that the sentimental value outweighs everything else. That's what you're saying.
Because that pulls at your heartstrings. You pulling at people's heartstrings.
Not that type of okay.
Yeah, and also we're talking about the comment that was made, and we're addressing the comment, right? And I think it's been taken out of context to solely focus on basketball. The one time we're only focused on basketball is the one time I disagree, which is kind of ironic because I love when we just keep it ball. I really do. But this is I think a special circumstance. He's getting his jersey hung up, retired, everything that he has going on right now and what he's contributed to the game off the court. I think it does matter more in this situation for sure.
By the way, let me be clear. I'm not trying to diss Derrick Rose at all. I'm just saying.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Hey,
and I some people might feel that way about it, but I want to make it clear I'm not trying to do that.
Nah, for sure.
This makes for a great show.
Against LeBron, I was like, D Rose.
You made some valid points, and it's true on what you're saying. I just think when it comes to the heart, and I think it's just D Rose matters more to that city than MJ.
I think that's crazy, but I understand the argument.
All right, we got the phone lines open, y'all. The number is scrolling on the bottom of your screen, 442-288-9352. Call in. Let's get your thoughts on this conversation about Derrick Rose and MJ. Who was more important to the city of Chicago, man? We want to hear it. There's a lot of people in the comment section that got opinions. Robin, I want you to call in because Robin is beside himself in the comments.
MJ. I'm like, what?
Y'all got Robin all the way effed up right now.
It's MJ.
Get this, Robin is high. All right, caller from what's good? Alabama, Mobile. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
What's popping, man? Siobhan, what's good? Ain't heard from you in a while. Where you been, boy?
Where you been, boy?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What's good?
Hey, my thoughts. I agree with everybody. I would say this: Derrick Rose. I always feel like Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan. They all meant something to Chicago in just different ways. But in defense of MJ, I do agree with Bruce. But I go back even further than the championships. A lot of people don't remember, or maybe they just some people just don't do their history research. When MJ got drafted to the Bulls were not a good team. They were a terrible organization. People frowned upon the Chicago Bulls, and it wasn't until they drafted MJ where it was like, oh my God, we have hope. We have this light. Oh, we got this guy on our team. who would have thought you can get somebody like that on your team?
Yeah.
So that just brought a different hope and light and life to not just the Bulls organization and to fans, but to that entire city. So that's another aspect I think kind of goes, missing when people talk about why MJ was important to Chicago. Like, it wasn't just the organization, it was the whole city. Because people, remember in the documentary that like folks called Chicago like the Coke team?
Yeah.
During that time, the NBA had a lot of people on drugs and alcohol and all that kind of stuff. So, and Chicago was not a place that players actually wanted to play in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something that people forget, or they just don't know prior to MJ getting drafted there. So when he gets there, it's like, oh my God, we can do something. Like, we finally got something to cheer for outside of like the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And in the when y'all were talking about Derrick, I agree completely. I do think Derrick means so much because I was very happy for his jersey retirement. I was like, finally, he's getting his just due.
Yeah.
After everything that he's been through. He does mean a lot to Chicago, more so I think the inner city.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he means a lot to Chicago as a whole, because you got different parts of Chicago. But in terms of the inner city and kids who grew up in that time that Derrick was playing for Chicago, it is going to hold a little more, maybe in some aspect, to them because they weren't around when MJ was doing his thing.
Well, let me ask you what you think about how people were saying like D Rose can walk all through Chicago and be fine, no bodyguards, no nothing. And
I think
that might be true.
MJ could too.
Well, MJ can't walk nowhere. MJ can't walk nowhere.
I think he could.
Nah, MJ can't walk nowhere. Not in America.
You remember, once upon a time, MJ get out there and play on those blacktops.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was some snipers on the roof.
He ain't got pool like that.
It was snipers on the roof. Nah, MJ can't go nowhere, dog. MJ is too big for the innocent man. They'll rob MJ clean, dog. They'll rob MJ clean. He needs protection like the president, though. That's a whole different level, man. Bruce.
I guess. If you put it like that, that's what comes with being the greatest of all time.
Correct. Bruce, you're a witness.
Because there ain't nobody else doing that. If that's gonna be the case, what you gonna do? What can you say? But like I said, with Derrick, he does mean so much to Chicago because he is the people's champ, and he is the first to come out of there to play for that team. Not saying that guys like Tim Hardaway and Isaiah, which we know Isaiah wanted to play for the Bulls, but they didn't draft him.
Yeah.
So, so everybody, most guys who are from there have, they have an impact in Chicago and in their communities in different ways, but what is Derrick's bonus is the fact that he was drafted number 1 by the Bulls and he got to play there and he's had success there.
Yeah.
Because would we have the conversation about him if let's just say he was drafted there, but he didn't have the type of success there?
Yeah. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's different ways you can take it, but I'm still happy for him because it's well deserved.
Yeah, 100%.
It's well deserved. So that's all I have.
Thank you so much, Siobhan. Thanks for the call.
We need somebody from Chicago.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this.
We need somebody from Chicago to call in and answer this.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I definitely need somebody from Chicago. Where are you at, Shay J? Shay J is from Chicago, and she got a lot of insight. Shay J, if you're in the chat, man, call up. But let me ask y'all a question about some of the names that we heard. We heard Isaiah's name. I seen somebody say Mark Aguirre in the comment section. He's Chicago.
Yeah, bad man.
Yeah, bad. Yeah. He got his jersey retired as well over the weekend. But nobody said D Wade. So if we rank them, if we go Michael Jordan, Isaiah, Mark Aguirre, D Wade, D Rose, rank that from 1 through 5 as far as importance to Chicago.
Mike, Zeke, Rose, Aguirre, Hardaway.
What about Wade?
Oh, it's so funny. I don't think anyone even like because he's from Chicago. Nobody even, he's so synonymous with Miami, the whole Wade County thing. Yeah. I don't think anyone even thinks about Wade in Chicago, honestly. Even though he's grew up.
It's so unremarkable. People forget he played in Chicago.
Yeah, right. I think he's so synonymous with Miami. Go ahead, Brittany.
I'm with you, Bruce. It's like we know he's from there and he says it all the time, but it just feels like he represents Miami way more than Chicago. I'm not saying that's what he does. I don't know him. It just feels like that every time, we see him in an interview or he's talking. It's always about something going on in Miami. So I just feel like he became more Miami than anything.
Is it because he looks like Rick Ross if he lost weight?
No.
Could it be that? Caller, Nino, what's up? Hey, Bruce, take this one for me because I've been talking too much. Or Chris, either one.
Nino's my guy. What up, Nino? What you got, brother?
Well, man, Bruce, you way out of line, man. This is what I be saying, bro. It gotta be a disconnect. Do you think Michael Jordan and like Mel says, you ain't thinking you just thinking from an old school perspective, which is cool. That's your perspective.
About old school. Go ahead.
But we talking about right now, the youngest, the YN, whatever y'all call them, man. My cousin here from Chicago. It ain't close. It ain't close. They ain't.
My bad, guy.
I'm saying you gotta think, like Bree said. Half of the guys coming up, they heard of Mike. They know what Mike did. They respect Mike. They love Mike too. But we talking about a guy that's from the street, from the mud. Like you think I'm a big Bron fan, right? Al Jefferson is from me and Al Jefferson from Prentice, Mississippi.
Yeah.
He's both from Prentice, Mississippi, Prentice High School. You think I care more about Bron than Al Jefferson?
Al Jefferson better than Jokic.
Hey, Mel, boy, I know I love Mel Tate.
Al Jefferson was a bad man. He was a Celtic, Nino, and he was getting like 20 and 10 before they put him in that KD trade. KG, I should say.
Hey, I love it. he was but so what I'm saying, what I'm just trying to say, when you somebody from your soil that it hit way different. It ain't like,
I hear you, Nino, but let me say this. You said I'm looking at it from an old school perspective. Let's say that's the case. How is that any different from, to your point, the YNs having the recency bias? How is that any different?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just and I think one of y'all said that's all it is, an era thing. The feeling that I'm trying to tell you, the feeling that MJ gave y'all, D Rose gave them that. No, it didn't have to be no championship or nothing. Like Chris said, when he was in high school, they had that same feeling. So it's, they seem to come up. You wasn't following it like that, so you ain't gonna see it.
Well, no, Nino, and I hear you, but I'm just, like I said, to me, I don't know if you heard what I said about it earlier, but to me, it doesn't make sense that if you have three categories, right? You have the on the court, you have the emotional that they brought up, and then you have the economic financial impact. I don't know how one outweighs the other two for me. That's just looking at it from a purely rational perspective. I don't know how one can outweigh the other two. That's all I'm saying.
I'll put it to you like this, Bruce. I feel like the best way that I can say this is that what Jordan means to basketball fans around the world is what D Rose means to the people of Chicago.
That's a good way of putting it.
Right. Right. They see it right there.
So Jordan,
that's the best way I can put it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Nino. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that caller that was calling from Illinois, call back.
And while you're calling back, just wanted to give an update. Nuggets are up 33-27 in the first quarter. Joker has 9 points in 7 minutes.
Oh, and Mel.
Caller, what's up? Hello? Well, hold on. Go ahead, Brittany.
I was gonna say, I put Candace Parker way above D Wade to represent Chicago.
That's crazy.
I love that. I truly love that.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Where you calling from?
I'm originally from the South Side.
All right. We need your phone call, man. Hey, go ahead and school us.
Hey,
yeah, tell it. Well, I'm gonna give you all the time you need. Go ahead.
I'm a year younger than Pooh.
Okay.
We a day apart.
Yeah.
So
he called him Pooh. Hey, you called him Pooh, so I already know you know what's going on. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, my cousin went to the same school he went to, like 3 years above him, Simeon. But anyway, I love D Rose to death. He definitely had the city going crazy when he had that run with him and Noah and them. But I seen the last 3 years of Mike. I remember the last three-peat. Anywhere you go, if Mike came right now on the block, he finna have grown-ass men. Mike, this nigga MJ over here. Everybody, Pooh ain't finna get the same. Shorty's Pooh like one of the guys, kind of like, what up, Pooh? What's good, bro? All you out here? He ain't finna get the same. Boy, even for the young niggas, you still wear Jordans. He's the greatest player ever. Do you know how proud Chicago we are to hold up Jordan as having to be the greatest player to ever play basketball? Stop it. So Jordan always gonna have that love over D Rose. I'm sorry but he got the street cast. Oh, Pooh definitely got love. He go anywhere he wants. But it's gonna be a whole different momentum with Jordan coming through.
Any rebuttals?
I feel like
cut still YouTube off in the back. Cut your YouTube in the background.
My bad.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
I feel like that's still kind of going to like how we splitting up on both sides, but I think that also plays into the fact that like those grown men that'll be chasing Mike is more so like fanning out. I don't think that's like real love. I think that's just the fact that you're starstruck that you see in Mike. But D Rose gets love in the city. Like the city loves D Rose.
Hold on now, Chris. You got somebody from the shop. None of us, as far as I know, are from Chicago.
6'8". I ain't moved to Iowa till I was like 30.
Right. So you got somebody on the line who can actually speak to
I've been through all that. I've been over East, South Shore, West Side. Come on. D Rose definitely get love, but it's not. Come on, we know Mike the greatest. At least we still know that. D Rose one of the greatest boys, but it was too short. And a lot of these shorties ain't really even up on D Rose like that because he was really done by like 2011, like at his highest stint. So they mow off of Kyrie and Curry and stuff. And what's the other boy name now? D'Angelo Ball and stuff.
I think we missing the point of the topic, though. I think we missing the point of the topic because I think we're blurring the lines between who we think is greats of all time and the impact that they had on the game overall versus Chicago and the impact that Derrick Rose has had, and just the topic from the conversation. I guess that's the point I'm trying to say. I think Michael Jordan obviously had impact in Chicago, but he had worldwide impact. Where we're just talking about the impact in Chicago that a person has had.
Michael Jordan.
That's from there.
Michael Jordan gave Chicago sport pride. D Rose gave Chicago city pride.
I mean, but yeah, we got them though too. I mean, D Rose, he ain't even the greatest one though. You can say Isaiah Thomas is better than. him.
How y'all feel about Wade? How y'all feel about Wade, dog?
Better career than him.
How y'all feel about Wade in this season?
Technically, D Wade kind of really from the outskirts of the Birds. I stay in the Birds too a little bit, so they don't really and all that. I'm just gonna. Hey, I ain't trying to say nothing, but the Fruit Loop thing really kind of weighed down on him too.
We knew that. We knew that one.
On the trenches ain't rocking with that.
Yes. See, Mel, we knew that one.
I wasn't gonna bring that particular side of his life up, but I think Chicago weighs that part heavy. I think Chicago weighs that part heavy when they.
Well, hold on. I thought y'all had a strand of weed in Chicago named after Zaya Wade.
Man, I don't know about that strand. I'm straight. I'm on a run too.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right, y'all be cool. Love y'all, black people.
Peace,
All
brother.
right, we love y'all more, man. Appreciate it, dog.
Hey, you know what?
Anybody smoking this strain?
I'm gonna leave this conversation, this topic, in the hands of the Chicagoans. So if they say it's MJ.
Yeah, no thanks.
If some of them come out and say D Rose, then hey, it's D Rose. Whatever they say,
I can't
I'ma
deny.
go with it.
Right, they in the city. That's their town. I can't say different from how.
I definitely respect what he said for sure, but it is just one person. I think that this conversation is more 50-50 and closer to 50-50 if you ask people from Chicago than you think.
Agreed.
No, I'm with you, Chris, because I think if MJ comes to Susquehanna, Iowa, you're just gonna have a whole crowd around him, grown men screaming. So it don't matter wherever he goes, he has that impact everywhere. But
yeah,
so I'm with you.
Dang, somebody else from Chicago called, man. I was about to I had the phone lines closed. I take this one because it's Illinois. Caller from Illinois, what's up? Oh, hold on. Caller from Illinois, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead,
can
bro.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, I'm from the South. Bruh ain't lying. MJ good in the side. It's literally the energy is the same for D Rose though. It's like he's just as good as MJ. MJ can walk the street. Ain't nobody gonna rob MJ in Chicago, bro. I'm telling you, they not even gonna touch it. For one, the OGs ain't gonna let nothing happen to him. The young niggas gonna respect him because they wearing his shoes. Like, it's MJ. But D Rose in Chicago, he's looked at on the same status as MJ. It's all love. D Wade, not so much.
What about
Hey, what about Candace Parker?
Candace Parker?
Him off, man. He started messing with Gabrielle, bro. Like, she out there. They crazy.
What about Candace Parker? Where's she rank at for y'all?
Candace Parker is up there. She one of the like we look at her as a dog. Like Candace is respected in the streets. Like a lot of people don't know WNBA ball, but they know who Candace Parker is because of what she did in the city.
And she got y'all a chip too.
For D Rose, he went. You say what?
And she got y'all a chip too.
Yeah, exactly. She came home and got a chip. That's what I'm saying.
True. Yeah.
Like, and that right there just boosted her up within her community, like with women's basketball. Like the girls in the South look at Candace Parker like she MJ.
Sheesh. I respect
like,
it.
Yeah,
I respect
it's all love. Like anybody
the girls in the South looking at D Wade too.
Nah, hell no.
What about Zeke, bro? What about Zeke?
Isaiah, he's not on the level of MJ or D Rose.
That's
lower,
crazy.
But he get love. Like he's more of 80s Chicago, 70s, late 70s, early 80s Chicago. So he get the love because he went to an inner city school too, but he went to the hated inner city school. They was like the rivals of Marshall. Basically, Marshall was the high school that you went to, either Marshall, Simeon. It's like 3 or 4 of them, but the one that Zeke went to, they didn't really get no love like that. Now, if you watch Hoop Dreams, have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah,
you can see. Like, didn't nobody mess with them because they was Catholic. You know, they all we don't even mess with that.
Interesting.
In the city, the West Side. I'm from the West Side, straight off of Sacramento, Madison. I'm right down the street from the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. I seen D Rose in high school. We already knew. I was shocked when he went to the Bulls first pick. But I loved it. At the same time, like, we had the same feeling about D Rose. As soon as he got drafted to the Bulls, even when I seen him playing in high school, it's just like that excitement. You look forward to seeing this person play. MJ came on WGN Channel 9.
Sure
I
did.
guarantee you.
WGN Channel 9.
Yep.
When he left, it was over with. Like, I stopped watching basketball for like, even gonna lie to you, for like a year. Literally, I'm like 10, 11 years old when he left. So it was just like, oh, hell no. And when he came back, it was just like he never left.
Dang.
The excitement went all the way back up. And then the 72-10 Bulls, oh, man, look, them dudes couldn't even walk down the street. It was a parade every time.
That's crazy. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna move out. We're gonna move to our next topic, man. Thanks for the call, man. We definitely appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, no doubt. Man, that's some good calls today from Chicago, man. I like that, man.
I like what he said.
Yeah, that was solid.
He said they both are on the same level for Chicago. I like that. I'll take that. That's a good answer.
So I'll go ahead and take that dub on this topic, though. I'll take that.
Let me go ahead and get to these super chats. Why are y'all buying Clutch Sports BS trying to separate Chicago and D-Rose, a top 5 Bull? We love them both. Isaiah Thomas is a Chicagoan, but he's a Piston like Rodman. Okay. Yeah. $10 super chat. Chicago, MJ, Rose, any Bull in or Chicago is good in the city. That's because they ain't like LeBron hiding in his mansion. Bulls players give back. Kirk Hinrich is love. Man, Kirk Hinrich is my dog.
Hey, they love Captain Kirk out there for sure.
Kirk Hinrich was tough, man. He was tough.
Bro, Kirk Hinrich and Steve Blake are my favorite.
Steve Blake.
Bro.
Him and Juan Dixon, go Terps.
Bro, Steve Blake. Hey, Steve Blake. They say Steve Blake will run a fade with anybody. And
that's real. I didn't know he was like that.
Oh no! Nah. Okay. Pull up the fight he got in at practice when he was playing for the Lakers.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, and they said he was on go mode all the time. How Caruso is.
Yeah.
Steve Blake was like that, but I think Steve Blake's a better shooter than Caruso.
For sure. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was tough, man. I remember him in college, man. Used to love him.
Yeah. D Wade betrayed and joined the enemy, but he from here, so he's okay, not loved. Shy protect their own. We up there with any city on sports. FNY FLA. This Chicago. I ain't know Wolfio was from Chicago.
Up there with any city in sports, really?
What he said?
LA, New York, Boston. That's just not true. That's just not true.
We want to be like Mike. Rose is our brother. And last one, he said Zeke is respected in Chicago, not love. Okay, all right, good stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody said D Wade is loved in Milwaukee.
Am I missing something? I'm Milwaukee.
Oh no!
Because of Jeffrey Dahmer, I think.
I'm scared. What? So they both eat meat. That's what you saying,
bro?
Okay. Jeez, how did we get here?
I thought that's where we were going. I don't know.
Get here?
Come on, Mel.
Golly.
I'm just, hey, Bree said it. I'm just trying to clarify. I'm asking clarifying questions, man. Hey, right now it's 39-32 in the second quarter with 7 minutes, 28 seconds left. Denver up by 7 points. I'm sorry. And Jokic. So this is what I like about Jokic's return, and this is what I was saying on all my videos. Denver got out rebounded tremendously without. They didn't have Gordon half the time. Jokic was gone. They didn't have Valanciunas over half the time, and they didn't have Jokic. Those are their top rebounders. I only seen one game where they out rebounded their opponent. They was winning games while getting out rebounded by double digits. Right now, with Jokic back and Valanciunas is back as well, his first game back was last game. They're out rebounding the Clippers 22-9.
Damn.
Right. That's where Jokic value is at. Jokic value is at no one can stop him from scoring. And he's a beast rebounder. He needs to give up the assist. He's got to give up the assist. And I hope that's what he learned while being
He didn't learn that.
injured.
Nope.
I hope so.
You'll see.
I hope he did, dog. I really do, man.
If he gave that up, all his Glazers, what are they going to do? For real. They're going to be mad. They expect him to play a certain way. They are going to be upset. He ain't get that up.
Yeah, they will be for real.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said we had homophobic, transphobic vibes.
What?
How do you know what homophobic means? What does that mean? Like If I'm
First of
straight,
all,
does that make me homophobic? I'm straight, so I don't know. I don't know if I got a phobia.
Let's not get into that because I will destroy that nonsense. But let's go to the next topic.
All right, let's keep it sports.
Let's can't talk about shit no more, man.
I know, right?
Hey, listen, they don't want to see me on that topic. I will annihilate.
I don't understand. If somebody present a situation, is we not allowed to talk about it?
Guess not.
Ah, well.
It is what it is.
You know there's certain things you can't talk about. You know that.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
My bad for talking about the unions. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No disrespect to the unions. Excuse me.
Hey, can I show y'all my MVP stuff?
Let's do it. What you got?
Oh, we love a good male
Each
visual.
girl Paulie says it's
We love a good male overlay.
Disrespectful Wade.
A good leave it alone, Bruce. We on to the next one. All right, so here's my MVP thing. I'm gonna present to y'all. It's gonna take me about a minute and 30 seconds. But I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it. All right, let's recap. We all know that the MVP trophy is named after the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So I like
the man government.
I like
right. I'm glad he don't know my middle name.
This man put his whole government out. What's next? The social security number?
Come on, man. Can I get through this?
Oh, my fault. My fault. It's been a minute.
Let me start over. All right. So hold on. All right. So we know that the MVP trophy is officially named after the GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I take Jeffrey Jordan as a Bree. If you don't stop, you gotta let me get through it.
It was Chris.
So I take Michael Jeffrey Jordan as a standard.
Dog.
And the things that I value when it comes to the MVP trophy and the MVP award, which is the most prestigious award in basketball, I value your availability. Michael Jordan was someone who played 82 games more often than not, right? And if you look at the 87 season, when he won his first MVP, this man played all 82 games. He averaged 35 points, which gave him the scoring title. He got the steals title. He won Defensive Player of the Year. So he was a fierce competitor on both ends of the ball. And he had his team in a good playoff spot as well. So I value all of those things. And now put it together. And your team success, with the foundation of your offensive value and your defensive value is how I kind of look at you and grade you with MJ in mind, right? So offensive value, whatever you do offensively, I want to see what it led to. Did it lead to your team being a top-rated offense? Your defensive value, I want to see what you did. Did it lead to your team being a top-rated defense?
What was that?
And then overall, your team success as far as your records. Go ahead, Brittany.
Can you say that second one again?
Your defensive value, whatever you do on the defensive end, did it lead to your team having a top-rated defense?
I just think there's one thing missing on here. Although you did speak to it regarding your standard. But I think now that there's been a newer rule, and it's definitely been a part of the conversation recently, recency bias, shout out to Bruce, you should include availability now.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Where's it at? I didn't see it.
That was the first one.
He made that graphic like 7 years ago. He ain't updated.
Who didn't update? Well, hold on.
I thought he did update it. I thought that was the whole point of the speech.
Yeah, the first thing I said is that Michael Jordan played 82 games, so that's the standard.
Oh, okay.
82 games is the standard, right? So once I punch all my numbers in, I get my top 5, right?
Oh.
That's not in order. That's just names randomly, right? Luka, SGA, Jokic, Cade, and Jaylen Brown. That is my top 5 for MVP, right? And if you look at all those red marks, I consider you a fully qualified candidate if you are doing all of these things right here. If your offensive value is great and your defensive value is great, along with your team success. If you're missing one of those things, you can still be a candidate, but you won't be a fully qualified candidate in my book. So Luka and Jokic's defense disqualifies them from being a fully qualified candidate. And you can see with them not being two-way players, it leads to their teams being ranked number 23 and ranked number 25th in defensive rating. So they're hurting their team with their defense. MVP shouldn't hurt their team.
Just based off of this, I'm going to go ahead and say you got SGA as your top just because he has most categories green.
Correct. My top three is SGA, Cade Cunningham, and Jaylen Brown. All right, thoughts?
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. That's a solid top three.
So you have Jaylen Brown third?
Correct.
I got Jaylen Brown second. But I'm a Celtic fan, so, that's not why.
When did you get him at second? Because he been rising all season. Like he started at the bottom.
Yeah, he definitely started at the bottom. Probably about a month ago, solid. Because I'm seeing like how he really, continued to, like realistically, he's carrying this team, right? Not that it's not a well-constructed team and he's not, getting a ton of help. Peyton Pritchard stepped up, Derrick White doing his thing, great. But Jaylen Brown is playing at a level that maybe a lot of people didn't think he could play to. And he has the Celtics legitimately competing for the first seed in the East, which I think none of us thought that they would be in position to get without Tatum for either the bulk of or the whole of this regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And I, just to further his point, I'll be quick because I'm right there with Bruce. I look at both teams when they play. I think the Pistons are not yet playoff ready. Specifically offensively speaking, and they were blessed to get Duncan Robinson there on the wing to therefore provide better outside shooting for their team. And yes, I'm not going to knock the Pistons' rise over these past 3 years. I'm not going to knock JB Bickerstaff or what Cade Cunningham is doing, but they are a defensive-minded team. And when we look at MVP, and if both of these guys are pretty much even on according to Mel's scale, which I feel like we can use as our standard here. I do agree with it. I would say it's more impressive to me that the Celtics are, in my opinion, not as a whole better than the Pistons, and yet they're still doing what they're doing and could possibly end up first overall by the end of the season.
Here's an interesting thing. If you look at the offensive rating for Detroit, they're ranked number 12.
Right.
And Boston is ranked number 2, right behind Denver. Right. But if you look at the defensive rating, Detroit is ranked number 2 and Boston is number 12. So they flip-flop. So the strength of Detroit is really their defense, but their offense is not bad. That's middle of the pack. That's number 12. And it's the opposite for Boston. I thought that was interesting.
It is very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts, Chris.
Nah, my beef is with you saying that the Pistons ain't playoff ready.
I don't think I seen them in person. It's a little different.
What that mean?
To me, that's I've been watching them, but when you actually see them in person, even playing without Cade, I don't think they're ready, bro. They make too many small mistakes that are gonna change the game for them come playoff. They're very showboaty. It's fun to watch them dunk. It's fun to watch them be so What? The game I went to, they had like 3 windmill dunks, bro. They be dunking.
That's regular shit in the NBA now. 3 windmill dunks is normal.
Like, they aren't shooters. So what they have to do is get a lot of points in the paint. They have to do a lot more to get where they do.
Lead the league in points in the paint.
It's way more fun to watch.
They lead the league in points in the paint.
Right.
And they lead the East. They're the number 1 team. So whatever they're doing is working, clearly.
Okay, Sacramento Kings were number 1 in the West a couple years ago, and they lost the first round. Hold on. And defense wins champion. First off, that Kings team had no defense. Defense wins championships. Okay.
So
won't knock
the
that.
fact that you have a top 2 defensive team, they pride themselves on defense. So yeah, y'all can shoot all the threes you want, but we're gonna take the high percentage shot and we're gonna strap you up.
Let's see how many calls they get in the playoffs, because I think in the regular season, there's a lot of stuff that get let go. And to see a superstar like James Harden, who they were playing against, this is like just me looking on a real live court, watching them play. They weren't giving James Harden barely any calls. And I think that says a lot, speaking to the respect that the the Pistons have garnered over this season with their defense. They do get away with a lot of suspect things, especially Asor Thompson. I'm telling you right now, the defense that they got going on is cool. It's really good. But come playoffs, they're going to start fouling out. I feel like they're going to start fouling out. All right.
They refs swallow the whistle in the playoffs. We've seen it. So if anything, the defense that they playing now is finna be Alcatraz come playoffs.
I think I hear okay. I'm not gonna knock that defense wins games. I totally get that. However, what we're seeing in these past few years in the current state of basketball, they're going to have to put the ball in the hoop on the other end. And right now, they're not playoff ready to do that. They're just not.
If I'm scoring more points in the paint than anybody in the league, and I'm also a highly defensive rated team, so that means I'm putting the ball in the bucket in the paint more than you are, and I'm stopping you from putting the ball in the bucket anywhere on the floor. That's gonna end up leading to a formula.
It's gonna be
winning.
A low-scoring game on both sides.
And you spoiled with this non-defense ass era. You
and
want to
then
see
what's gonna happen
149
when it comes down to a close game? It's gonna be a close game because they seem to blow a lot of leads. When it's a close game, they blow a lot of leads. Their bench, who barely been in playoffs. Let's look at their bench. They're not ready, bro. Well, we still got some time.
Nobody's saying the Pistons is going to win a championship this year, but saying they're not playoff ready is crazy.
Not second round, third.
And I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Let the game get down to the final seconds. I'm gonna take the Pistons defense over anybody else's game winning shot. And that's facts. Alcatraz, watch that shit.
No.
Talking about something.
Right.
I don't think the Pistons is playoff ready. What the Wizards doing?
Well, I need an honorable.
What the Wizards doing? What the Wizards doing?
They just got Trae Young.
Not shit.
Alex Sarr is a problem.
I was about to say, shout out to Alex Sarr. Shout out to Kayshawn George.
I need an honorable mention in this MVP from the Sixers. Like you ain't putting.
I knew you.
They the dark horses for sure.
What for Tyrese Maxey?
You talking about VJ Edgecombe?
No, I'm talking about Embiid surgeon.
You talking about
surgeon. I can't
Embiid just caught a lob
because I don't know what he put in them knees. Them niggas done came back alive.
He put that vibranium in there.
They ain't come back on the board.
That man went and did stem cell in Wakanda.
And
right? I was like, what is in those knees again?
He was even surprised. He was like, I didn't know I boosted the knees up. I didn't even know I boosted the knees up.
Right.
So that's what I just need that one honorable mention. That's it.
Embiid is ball.
Shout out to Embiid surgeon.
Embiid surgeon.
They finally got him a good one. Wow. Maybe, hopefully, his surgeon did such a good enough job they can get him out them fucking sketches.
Right. oh, Chris, that's probably what been messing up his knees in the first place.
The man out here that he wears sketches. Yeah, that man out here playing in some Snoop Dogg's and Martha Stewart's. Get that man in some shoes, man.
Yeah. Hey, Bruce, your thoughts?
My thoughts. First thoughts, Peyton Pritchard, 29 tonight on 12 of 16. Shout out. But no,
6'2". He's 6'2".
Hey, Wizards and Hornets are having an ass off.
That's terrible. That is terrible. But no, listen, I like Cade Cunningham a lot. And I think, and I actually, a few months back, I did a show on like the future guys in the NBA, and Cade Cunningham was one of those guys. I like him for a lot of reasons Mel does in terms of playing both sides of the floor, distributor, pretty solid shot selection. He doesn't live on the three, get into the mid-range. Like, he's got a really good complete game. He can even get into the post at the point guard spot. I like his game a lot. And for most of the year so far, I actually had him as my number 2. I had him really, high up there on that. Actually, no, I had SGA, then I had Jokic, then I had Cade Cunningham. But now I've got Cade Cunningham at 3. And like I said, Jaylen Brown, who's really been balling, at my number 2. But Cade Cunningham, he's up there. I think he makes a very fair argument. Clearly, you can see that what he's doing for that team. And for me, and this is something I've always thought, when you look at the MVP race, it's always take that person off the team and see what that team looks like. Because I really place a whole lot of weight on the V, right? Valuable. And it's so amazing to me that in all these sports, when you look at MVP, like, all these sports really go more towards an MOP, a most outstanding player, not a most valuable. And I really don't understand that, right? Value is what the award literally stands for. So, like, take a player off a team and see, okay, what does that team do without him? I think that's very important. I know that Mel doesn't necessarily agree with that. He believes
Mel hates that argument.
I know he does, but that's the name of the award. That is the actual name.
I've lost a lot of air and breath and words arguing with this nigga about this shit.
And listen, what Mel's argument on that is very sound. So I'm not disrespecting.
Very valid. Very valid.
For me, though, I think that value means so much. Like, I'm very big on words. I'm a communication grad, right? I'm a writer. So words they have a meaning for a reason, right? And so I think we can't just ignore them and make them mean what we want them to mean when we feel like it, or make them not mean anything if we don't feel like it. So I think the valuable is very important. And so, yeah, I got Cade Cunningham at number 3.
Yeah, see, and okay, we can play with the word value, right? And I agree with you 100%. What we disagree at is I don't think that the best measurement of value is seeing what happens when we remove you. I think you can still show value, like how you train and how you lead, and how you motivate. Because if I did my job as a leader correctly, when you remove me from a situation temporarily,
right,
the team that
shouldn't fall off.
Is left is not supposed to fall apart. And you can also manipulate and become the single point of failure, to where whenever you're not there, it makes you look more valuable and more important because they're falling apart, right? And I think that's what a lot of people do with this Jokic thing. Oh man, if you get rid of Jokic, the team is trash. Yeah, because they built the offense that rely completely on Jokic, and they didn't have to do that. So whenever you remove Jokic, they got to figure out a whole new way to play. Right, so that don't show his value. That just show that they created a single point of failure. But we got a call on the line. Caller from Georgia, what's up? Well, we had a caller. Can you hear us? Hold on, caller from Georgia. All right, he's gone. All right, cool.
Well,
yeah, he must have been a mute or something. Yeah,
real quick. To your point, I just looked it up. The Pistons this year without Cade.
Hold on. Yeah, go. Hold on. Let Chris go real quick. Go ahead, Chris.
The Pistons this year. The Pistons this year without Cade are 5-1. So they're still doing good whenever in his absence, averaging 112 points.
Who did they play?
The Bulls, the Sixers, the Pacers, the Bulls again, the Clippers, and the Pelicans.
Yeah, and some people would say, "Oh, that means he's not valuable." They would say that. Right, but when I put this back on the board, it's kind of hard to have that as part of your standard or your criteria, because what if the player played 82 games? We'll never know. You get what I'm saying? Like if I miss 5 games and I miss 5 games against below average teams, and my team happened to win those games, or let's say it was above average teams and my team go 0-5 without me, and the other guy that I'm going against for the MVP plays 82 games, we never get to see that. Are we go automatically say, well, hey, this guy's more valuable because his team went 0-5 without him? I just don't think that's a legit way to measure it. But when the way I did it, because I forgot Bree said something about the 82 game standard and the 65 game rule. If you look at the third column where I got 82 games, at what you play, every player, how many games they've played and how many games their team has played. So Luka has missed 8 games, SGA has missed 2, Jokic has missed 15, Cade has missed 6, Brown has missed 3. So that's why I gave the check to SGA. He's more available, and I think that's important. And then all the way to the right, I only counted the games that y'all won that you played in, not the ones that y'all won that you wasn't there. And SGA still has the nod. There were 36 wins. Nobody else is close, right? So I'll let the caller go. Caller from Georgia, go ahead. He about to get hung up again. Caller from Georgia. Come on, dog. If I hang this phone up again and he called back, caller from Georgia, one last chance. He hung up. All right, let's move on. I can't do it.
Gave him a shot.
2 shots.
3.
2 shots in. 2 shots. 2 shots in hand. Oh no, something wrong with his phone. And he said he was talking. He just texted him, said he was talking. Did y'all hear him?
I heard him the first time when I was finishing my piston stat, and then I didn't hear him again.
Let me try him again. Maybe it was his phone. Caller from Georgia, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Okay. All right. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah, my fault, man. I don't know what's going on. But no, man, I want to call in about this Cade Cunningham thing, man. So, yeah, I got Cade Cunningham about, he in that top 3 of that MVP. But, one thing you got to think about Cade Cunningham is he's playing ball dominant because he doesn't have that second scorer on his team. So, say, for example, trade deadline coming up, he get a Michael Porter Jr., a Cam Thomas, that type of dynamic scorer that can take Cade off the ball some, because when we get into these playoffs, it's gonna be open season on Cade. Everybody gonna guard Cade. But the thing I like about Cade is man, we seen the game, bro. I seen the game, bro, against the Wizards in Detroit, bro. He dropped 44, emptied the whole clip. All his starters was out, bro. You got Dennis Jenkins, all them dudes came from the G League, came from the G League to play that game, and they still was able to get the win out. So I think with Cade Cunningham and then that defense they play in Detroit, you got JB Bickerstaff, man. He took a 14-win ball club, took them to the 6th place, and now they really can be the first place team in the East. So we cannot sleep on the Detroit Pistons at all. Now, when you play the team like Boston, bro, more likely going to happen is Jaylen Brown is going to guard Cade Cunningham. Jaylen Brown going to guard Cade. Derrick White going to be on Duncan Robinson or something. But I think with Cade Cunningham, man, the next step is with Detroit, they got to get another scorer in there for him to really start moving up in them MVP ladders. And then Jaylen Brown, he been balling, doing his thing. I didn't think they was going to be 2nd place in the East, but that's definitely good. But I think it's going to definitely go to Shea. But I want to ask y'all as a panel, what does Ant Edwards have to do to get into them top 5 MVP conversations? Because right now you got Luka ahead of him. But we all know Ant is the better defender, the better the competitor. So, in y'all opinion, what does Ant Edwards have to do to start making that next step?
What's them boys' record? What's them boys' record right now?
I just looked at it, man. They behind the Lakers. They the 6th seed, but some teams are playing more games. Like the Lakers are 5th, Timberwolves are 6th. But some teams they playing more. Some teams play more games. So I'm not really sure if it's the same amount of games they played.
I think Minnesota's up on LA by 2 games, if I'm looking at this correctly. They're up on them by 2 games played.
When I watch Anthony Edwards show when he takes over, it's great. It's really fun to watch. But it's not yet to the level. He's inconsistent. It's not to the level of Luka takeover, so that people overlook certain things. And also, I think Ant-Man is not enough of a. And I'm not saying Luka does this, but I'm saying he doesn't make the people around him better, in my opinion. I think Ant-Man would be so much better, and in my top 5, if he made the guys around him better. And I think
how do you do that?
That was my question.
Stop playing hero ball. I think there's just sometimes he doesn't need to do that, and he does it. How can you make your game more versatile? I think Ant-Man isn't versatile enough offensively, and he doesn't I think he just needs to continue to improve his game and not just settle on his confidence and his cockiness.
Also, you got to remember, Luka does get favor. Shout out to Dom, her favorite phrase, the FNBA, the foreign NBA. So there's always going to be some foreign representation. You can't give it to Jokic because of the time missed. So, you got Shea up there. But I mean, Shea rightfully so is doing his thug thizzle. So that's, without a question. But Luka's always, there's been, and when he was in Dallas, he was getting MVP consideration and they were the 6th seed, 7th seed. Like this makes no sense. But he's always going to get that favor from the league. He's always going to get that look. So you can always, no matter what position they're in or whatever, or whoever you might think deserves that spot better, Luka, Jokic, them guys, they got favors, so they always gonna have their name in the ring.
All right, bro.
Okay, for sure, man. Keep the show going.
No doubt, man. Thanks. No, that's a fact. All right, we'll get into some trade talk, y'all. They got rumors out there that Giannis might be going to Golden State.
Last.
If he does, I'm reposting my video because I said that.
How many teams in the league is?
Damn, what happened?
I was gonna show some highlights of Giannis because I just wanted to put y'all memory back on how dominant he is to see what it's gonna look like.
Are they highlights or low lights?
No, there was highlights.
They'll be out here.
But let's explore it though. If they do pull it off, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Butler is going to have to be in that trade. And some more people that they got some contract money on the books to make everything even. So by the time they get this trade done, if they're able to get it done, I know Steph will be there. I know Giannis will be there. I don't know who else is going to be there.
Look, as long as Draymond going, I'm good. He need to get up out of here.
That ain't happening. But I'll tell you this. Curry is playing 48 minutes. Giannis is playing 48 minutes. Draymond is playing 48 minutes. Steve Kerr is putting the jersey back on and playing 48 minutes. And then they grabbing one of us to play 48 minutes because they're not going to have nobody else to play if they go and get Giannis. They got to delete the team to go get him.
To make the money work and to make Milwaukee pull the trigger on it, it's got to be some draft picks and some players involved.
Kuminga's out of there. Jimmy Butler's out of there. And it might be a 3-team, to be honest.
Who's taking Jimmy Butler? He's old, he's injured, and he's looking for more money. Who's taking that?
And he's going to want to buy
somebody,
the Kings.
If he got 2 first round draft picks in his pocket, they'll take them.
The Kings or the Clippers, they take the oldest.
Somebody out here selling ass and just want to get rid of some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if the Wizards or the Hornets or the Hawks did some stupid shit like that. Wouldn't be surprised.
I just wanted to see where the Warriors have for picks. They own a first round pick and it's unprotected.
Warriors finish last. They go get Giannis. Right now they can finish 14th, 13th at best. They're gonna finish last. They go get Giannis.
Ain't no way they finish last.
I want to see Giannis in New York or San Antonio.
So let me first let me ask y'all before I get on my soapbox. Let me ask y'all this: is Giannis actually hurt?
Yeah,
that's a great question because that 3 to 4 weeks
put it right past the trade deadline, right?
Yeah.
Is this a James Harden in Brooklyn situation? Is this a James Harden in Brooklyn situation? Hamstring issue, gets traded, and he suited up the next day?
I hope not.
Or is Giannis actually hurt?
I hope not. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I believe that Giannis is more authentic than that, and I would truly hope that he hasn't, picked up on this stuff from this American basketball mindset that he would do something like that.
Okay, so let's go down the path to say that he's actually hurt, right? From today, how much time did they say he's got left before he could be reevaluated? 3 to 4?
Yeah,
because it was 6 weeks initially. It's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since then. So about 3 to 4 weeks left, right? Which will put us. The trade deadline is next week, right? Next Thursday. that takes a week off. It'll put us just past the All-Star break. You're gonna have to ramp him up. So maybe you add a half a week, another week to that. He's coming back maybe beginning of March for the Warriors to play 20-some games. Does it make a difference? Now you got to get the chemistry right on the fly, trying to make this push. You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going with this. Is like, is this move going to be ring based or legacy based? Because just thinking about what Bruce said and how Giannis, his authenticity, I think it does matter to him. I don't think he wants to be a guy who switches a team all the time. I think he cares more about it than like say a KD does. I think it matters to him if he stays on a team and has a great organization and he makes it work. He's like that loyal.
I think he was like that. I think right now he's at his like at his tipping point where he can't be. Yeah, he can't be like that no more. He wanted to be like that because he wanted to be different from those other guys, right? But now it's like, man, nothing's working. I've tried every year. We've tried something different. Bringing Dame, bringing Holiday. I mean, we got rid of Holiday. Tried to bring somebody in. Like nothing's working. Nothing he's doing working. They fired the coach, bringing Doc. Same results. And he was like, man, what the heck is going on? He can't figure it out. And he's just like, man, I think I got to change my thought process on it. And as far as the injury, I think if he is, I don't think he would fake it, but I think it's something he probably could play through if he really wanted to. But he's sitting it out. He's sitting it out because I don't think he wants to get traded during the season and gut a team out and be in the same situation he's in now in Milwaukee. I think he wants to be able to walk in free agency and go to another team.
I do want to clarify. I do want to just clarify the whole point I was making about legacy, not being loyal to the Bucks, but picking an organization that he just can stay there for a very long time.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what, and that's why I think Knicks and Warriors are the top two, or maybe even Spurs. Just a place where he could stay forever, and that's their MO. We want to keep this person for their career.
Forever is not that much longer.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy of me, but he's only like 32.
But he's been in the league 13 years now, so
he's got a lot of tread on him.
Yeah, the way he plays, we expect him to play.
Last year, last year he played through all of his injuries. He barely missed last year.
Yeah, but
he was like DTD every day.
With his skill set, he's going to start fading off faster.
So it's not conducive to. This is the point in his career where his game needs to change to benefit the fact that he doesn't have the knees and the calves and the ankles to be able to shoulder that kind of play style that he has now. Like this is the point where he needs to transition into maybe finding a mid-range, maybe starting to, sit at the top a little bit more, do some pick and rolls, some dribble handoffs and stuff like that, instead of just bum rushing and dropping the shoulder and stuff like that, because he's really beating up his body doing this, and he's bringing the clock down pretty fast.
True indeed. But we have a perception of him playing that way. Do we realize he's shooting 40% from three this year? And he's shooting in the mid-range? Like, he has improved on those things, but we see Giannis as downhill, 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 elevate, boom, right? We see that because that's what we've seen for so long. But on the low, his game is changing. Now, is he ever going to be Steph Curry or, one of the, of course not, right? But we are seeing improvement. We just don't acknowledge it. And that's just, the way the human mind works sometimes. When you are so conditioned to seeing one thing, you don't see when the changes come about, or you don't allow yourself to see it.
What other trades y'all got your eye on before the deadline?
To what Bree said earlier, I've seen the light. Mel has tried to talk me into this for a while. I agree. There needs to be a number 2 in Detroit as far as a scorer. With that being said, I have heard talks that the Pistons were not going to be ultra aggressive in trade talks trying to get anybody, which means that MPJ is off the table. And I honestly don't know who else would be a viable option. I know they said maybe Giannis to the Pistons made sense, but again, it's the same boat, because granted his numbers might be better than they have been. He's not a shooter. He's not a consistent enough shooter to be that much of a number 2 threat in that offense with Cade. So who do y'all think that if the Pistons were to do some 11th hour magic, not including MPJ, who do y'all think they could get to be a number 2 for Cade?
That's tough.
Kuminga.
I was thinking
if
that
Pistons go get Kuminga, Giannis is off the table for Golden State. Unless it's a 3-team.
It could be a 3-team. Yeah, it could possibly.
Somebody said Ace Bailey. That'd be phenomenal if they could. But good luck talking to Danny Ainge and trying to get him to lose a trade. That's not happening.
Trader Danny. Call him that for a reason.
I saw Darius Garland was on the trade block, and I like Darius because then Cade may not have to take on a primary ball role, and you got Darius Garland in there.
Ooh, Darius Garland out of Cleveland.
Small scoring guards are better suited to come off the bench and give you a scoring punch. I'm
he
not
needs a number 2
fan.
in the starting lineup.
Yeah, preferably be a shooter. And that's why I think Michael Porter Jr. is perfect because he's tall, big. He can play multiple positions. He can shoot it, and he can get the ball and relieve pressure off Cade. He can do everything, right? So he would be the perfect fit, but I don't think the price tag is worth it for them to do it, because they would have to give up some players and mess their core up and some future assets as far as draft picks. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they can get Michael Porter Jr. He just performed too well this season so far. Brooklyn gonna be asking for the moon and some. Mm-hmm. But if they can get, I think I like this Malik Monk thing. I mean, he might not be a starter, but when he get in the playoffs and come off the bench, he can give you starter minutes. I like Malik Monk for sure.
Malik Monk defensively, I'm not sure, but I do like it. I like Malik Monk.
That's why he'll be a bench player. But hey, being in that daggone environment with Detroit. I mean, they got Duncan Robinson playing good defense.
Come on, yo. You say anything sometimes.
Well, nah, Buddy wasn't playing that good of defense in Miami. Let's be honest.
Come on.
Let's be honest. Let's be real.
Duncan Robinson was wild.
Duncan Robinson out there showing heart and hustle in Detroit.
He's not doing a Luka.
Hey, Duncan got that grit. They didn't put him in some Cartiers, put him in some buffs.
He know exactly what he there for. He don't do nothing but shoot that.
Hey, that boy
I'm watching Detroit now. Duncan Robinson started, and he is getting after it defensively. He's not getting blown by. He plays defense, dog. He moved them puppies, dog. He moved them puppies. What you want to see, Brittany? Because you got Paul George starting. He's healthy. He started to play good. You got Edgecombe. Every game somebody daggone showing up. Last game it was Embiid and Maxey. What you want to do?
It's funny because saying that, and I'm listening to all the sports people out here, and Giannis, I guess his camp must have said that he would actually love to play with Tyrese Maxey, right? So there's a big thing out here, and I want to get y'all thoughts, not even my thoughts, y'all thoughts on this, about the way Embiid is playing right now. His stock might be way higher than what it was before. Would this be a good time? Get rid of some draft picks. I think they got a couple draft picks that you get rid of, and get rid of Embiid at this time to bring in Giannis.
Hold on.
I'm a big Embiid fan, but I wouldn't do it
for Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
Milwaukee would never do it. If I'm Philly, I'd do it, but Milwaukee would never do it.
Hey, Duncan Robinson is a cold white boy in Detroit, boy.
Draft picks, they just might, but and a couple young guys. They just,
do you bail out on the resurgence of Embiid though? Like,
yes. If you Philly and you can get a sucker to take him, let him go. Because
or do you not finish this year to see like the potential of him, Maxey, and Edgecombe?
No, because he's gonna get hurt again. You know it.
But the chemistry right now in Philly is crazy between the guys.
He's gonna get hurt, Bree. We know, and I'm not wishing it on him. I'm an Embiid fan, but we know he's going to get hurt again. It just is what it is. It's unfortunate. So if I can get a sucker to take him, I do it. Absolutely.
I don't think anybody will with a trade. That'd have to be some free agency.
Fair enough, Chris. You're right. But if you could, you wouldn't.
I don't know. I just he finally got an offseason of rest. You know what I'm saying? They apparently the surgery is looking good. He's looking good.
Years was rest.
What'd you say?
His first 2 years was rest. He's only played like half of his available games in his whole career. He's had a lot of damn rest. And again, I'm an Embiid fan. I love him as a player, but he just can't stay healthy. So, like, if I can
work, I got you.
Say again.
It's not quite how injuries work, but I got you.
The Pelicans would take him. They've been believing in Zion all these years.
I was about to say, nah. And matter of fact, Zion might be on his last legs as a Pelican too.
Look, Zion too busy not being focused on basketball.
Hey man, but Zion looked so good against the Spurs, boy. He was taking it. Wemby. I ain't never seen nobody do that to Wemby.
He gave the lead the blueprint.
Never seen nobody do what to Wemby.
Go right at him at the rim and lay up and dunk and do all that stuff. Like, you know, most people kind of shy away from
a couple people.
And B is one of them.
Oh, I don't remember that.
That man dropped
Shingle.
Oh, when he was a rookie? I'm talking about this season.
Let the knees work.
that man caught an alley oop and looked just like Jokic out there, boy.
Hami Jaquez dunked on Wemby.
No, we're not saying that Wemby ain't got dunked on, but Zion was for 48 minutes giving Wemby work.
Yeah, let's just keep in mind though, and you're right, no doubt about it. But when you're a true rim defender, you're going to get dunked on. It happens because you're doing your job, trying to protect the rim. Yeah, Dream got dunked on. Mount Mutombo got dunked on. D-Rob got dunked on.
Bruce,
yeah.
You ever got dunked on?
Oh hell no! What did I just say? When you're a true rim defender, 6 feet tall, Bree. No, I've never been dunked on.
Oh, all right.
Nah.
I ain't never been dunked on.
Nope.
I ain't never
Matter
been
of fact,
dunked
no, I
on.
think my brother dunked on me before. Yeah, my brother dunked on me.
On them one little Fisher Price hoops.
No, he's like 6'6". He dunked on. He played college ball. He dunked on me.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but
Like,
I don't know. To be honest, man, I don't think Giannis get moved. And if he does get moved, it's gonna be something drastic because they think they can win now. It's gonna gut whatever team picks him up, and it's not gonna look good. I think Giannis just needs to, you know what, shut it down for the season because Milwaukee is not even doing good at all.
No,
currently. So if I was Giannis, I'd just shut it down and then let's do this in free agency. So don't gut the team. I'll take a pay cut or whatever, and let's make this work.
So his contract is up after this year.
Let's see.
I don't think so.
So he can't walk then.
Nah, he can't walk, but getting traded in the summer like KD did is better for the team situation. Yeah,
the summer of 2027. So he would have to get traded.
Because I was gonna say if he was a free agent this year, then I'm guarantee you Milwaukee would want to trade him.
Correct. Yeah.
They want to get
it would probably definitely have to be an off-season move though, for sure.
I mean, I saw the grumbles with New York, and Karl Anthony Towns has been feeling a type of way, allegedly, that they're definitely going to trade him.
Hopefully they don't trade him to the Pistons. I don't want Cat.
Like, New York don't like Karl Anthony. I knew that was not going to be a good trade. Not because he's a bad player. I'm like, he does not have the attitude.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't have it.
This is where he went. He wouldn't fit in New York, Chicago, Philly.
I think he fit in Milwaukee though.
He don't fit.
Yeah,
he fit in. I think he fit in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Probably fit in Charlotte.
Who fit in Charlotte? What? What about Joe Dumars? He just showed up in New Orleans, man. He got. I was talking to somebody about this earlier, but they got some redundant pieces like Sadiq Bey,
Herbert Jones,
and Herb Jones, right? And a lot of people want them. And then you also got Zion, who Derek Queen looked like he might be the future for them. from those pieces, Zion, Sadiq Bey, Herb Jones, and Murphy, what y'all doing if y'all Joe Dumars at the deadline?
Unloading Zion's contract if I can.
Nobody taking that.
Oh, that's a backcourt. Thank you. My fault. Unload Zion's contract or trade Murphy and Jones, but you can't do both.
Why not?
If you unload Zion's contract, then you're believing in this young core to move you forward. If you move Jones and Murphy, you're gonna get a decent haul back. You're thinking rebuild after
you
that.
Think you get a haul for Herb
like you can get a decent. You can get. I mean, they're
you're not getting no
proven.
haul.
Well, not like a Giannis haul or anything like that, but like they'd get more than just like a role player. Might be some picks included, something that you can start building the future of the franchise with.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe for Zion, if you can find somebody that believe in him and think that a change of scenery would work, you might get
believe in himself.
Hey, he believed in himself against the Spurs. I can't get over seeing that, man. I was highly impressed, dog.
Well, we know Zion got talent, but Zion don't want to do what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, he be too focused on beignets and buns.
This man cannot be listed at 284. They took 15 pounds off. This man is listed. This man is 6'6", listed at 284. Lord have mercy. Nick, that is a Tesla. Golly.
Duncan Robinson is fine these boys up.
Oh no, he and playing some defense too.
He is fine these boys up.
I said this earlier. I think it would behoove them to keep Trey Murphy. I mean, now that I'm really thinking about it, let Poole go. I mean,
you got to find a suitor though. Let me go through this roster, man.
There'll be different people be willing to take Poole, bro. And I heard Jose Alvarado's on the chopping block too. So if you package all that together,
Grand Theft Alvarado, you're right.
I'm telling you, it's an appealing package, even if you were to attack Poole on there. And then we're still wondering, what are they doing with DeJounte Murray? So I think the Pelicans are actually in a really great position to do at least a 3-person trade for 1 to 2, one great player and a pick. Like, they're in a great position.
So are they in a position to get Zion? I mean, get Giannis. Could they send Zion to Milwaukee for Giannis? And one of these players like Herb or okay, would this work? Let me while I'm putting these names, Chris, grab the trade generator.
Oh, I love the trade generator.
I want to see if this will work because I'm thinking about if Milwaukee want a player back that can sell tickets, but they also want some players that they could build around once they get another star. I'm thinking of redundant pieces of Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, and Sadiq Bey. I only need one of those, maybe 2.
All right, so
hold on, Mel. Hold on. Who in that is selling tickets?
Zion.
Oh hell no.
So I'm sending Zion. And we got to pick between Herb Jones, Sadiq Bey, or Trey Murphy. One of them, right? And I would probably say
Trey Murphy.
I would probably say Herb. Yeah, let's say Herb.
The only reason I say Herb is because Trey got a better dribble package, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, and then throw in the DeJounte Murray just to make the deal sweet so we can get rid of his contract. So Zion, Herb, DeJounte, a first-round draft pick for Giannis. If the money worked, I'm doing it if I'm Joe Dumars. I don't know what Milwaukee would, if they'd accept something like that, though.
Does Giannis have a no trade?
No. The only players that got a no trade is LeBron and Bronny.
You said you said Trey Murphy or Herb Jones?
Bronny.
No, I'm talking about for the trade.
Go with Herb. Oh, who makes the most money? Whichever one got the
Murphy.
money.
Trey Murphy.
Trey will make the money work. Okay, we'll put Trey in.
I can't add picks on here. I don't know why.
Don't worry about the picks. We just want to see if the money work.
I'm trying to think in Milwaukee.
This trade failed. The Bucks are over the luxury tax threshold with this trade, and the incoming aggregate salaries exceeded what's allowed via the 125% plus $100,000 rule. Cut $35.7 million from the Bucks' incoming trade value to make this trade successful.
All right, we'll do that.
So Zion is making 39.4, DeJounte is making 30.8, and Trey Murphy is making 25.
Okay, take DeJounte off and add
Poole.
Well, Poole making a lot too.
Poole making 31.8.
Yeah, so it's gonna have to be just Zion and
Kevon Looney's on. I didn't even know Kevon Looney was on the Pelicans.
Yeah, he don't get no playing time. Shoot,
This
add
trade
Kevon.
for Giannis and for Zion and Murphy, it's a good trade.
Okay, so now all you got to do is add draft picks.
For both teams, you have not affected the winning percentage of this team.
Oh no,
lateral moves.
No, you definitely. Hey, switching Zion from Giannis. Yes, you have. Yeah, come on, that's a computer. All right, you definitely have a fake. If it's a lateral move, then tell the Bucks to do it. Then.
Well, I mean, both of these teams is going to be over the cap room, but I guess this is what works. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do another one. Let me see. We're gonna do Golden State. We're gonna do Milwaukee. And what's the third team we're gonna throw in there?
But Detroit running these boys out of the gym. Man, get Steph Curry off my daggone TV.
Oh my God.
What's the third team y'all want to see in this trade with Golden State and Milwaukee? That makes sense.
Didn't you say Detroit to try to get Kuminga to play with Cunningham?
Okay, let's see that. All right, so Jimmy Butler probably gets unloaded to the Bucks. Giannis gets to the Warriors. Kuminga to the Pistons. And that means they'll probably have to come up off Tobias Harris. He'll go to.
I know y'all be happy about that.
I kind of fuck with Tobias. We'll send Tobias to Milwaukee.
Wait a second. No, James? What you talking? When you buying drinks, James?
This guy.
And Jaden Ivey will probably go to the Warriors. Let's see so Giannis and Jaden Ivey to the Warriors, Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris to the Bucks, and Jonathan Kuminga to the Pistons. Let's see if that works. This trade failed. It's always the Bucks. The Bucks are over the luxury tax threshold with this trade, and the incoming salaries exceeded what's allowed.
I don't know why you throwing these names in there without looking at the salary, Chris. They got a match, dog.
Well, you can blame Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler is making $54 million.
Yeah, I mean,
but that means the Bucks got to throw somebody else out there.
Yeah, the Bucks got to get rid. They got to get rid of people to make the salaries work.
So Kyle Kuzma probably goes to the Pistons. He gets bought the fuck out. Fuck him. Well, he's only making. Nope, never mind. He's making 21 million.
Ooh, okay. Lord have mercy.
What do you do? What I miss? I'm gonna go back 10 seconds.
Man.
I'm gonna go back 10 seconds.
That boy is bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bad, man. That boy is bad. Well, let's move, man. I'm done with these trades.
What we got left, man? I ain't ate all day. I'm hungry as hell.
We got some football left.
Damn. All right.
Your boy Bill.
Man.
This is not
egregious.
Did not get selected as a first ballot Hall of Famer. And no one knows why, really.
We know why.
Right. So there's a lot of speculation for sure. You know, they're saying that the only reason why he could get overlooked is because they're holding the Deflate Gate and the Bounty Gate, not Bounty Gate, but Spygate. Mm-hmm. They're holding that stuff against him and all that stuff, which might be true. But here's my question. if he got snubbed because of Spygate and Deflategate, are these people that vote willing to do the same thing when Tom Brady becomes eligible?
No.
So we'll get to the Tom Brady piece, but before we get there, I just want to know what y'all initial thoughts was when y'all seeing that he didn't get selected.
I thought it was a typo. I thought it was an error. Ain't no way.
No, I knew what it was. I knew what it was. There's a couple of things here, right? A lot of, remember, so the media got a lot of votes, and a lot of the media hates him because of the way he treated them, which is not cool at all. I don't respect that, right? You taking out whatever your personal agendas, vendettas, whatever on this guy. Okay. And then for the others who have votes, remember Belichick pissed off a lot of people with all the alleged cheating, right? And so if a lot of people feel like he caused them chances to win championships, what we're hearing is that allegedly it was between former Bills and Colts front office exec Bill Polian and Robert Kraft conspiring to get people to vote against it to keep him out, which is really foul. But at the end of the day, I get it if people are saying, nah, he was a cheater, we don't want him in. Fine. Barry Bonds not in baseball, A-Rod not in, whatever. You think people cheated? Cool. Here's my only thing. Don't not put him in this year to quote unquote teach him a lesson for cheating, then put him in next year. Will he have cheated less next year? No. Right. Will he have done anything different next year that'll get him in? No. Robert Kraft didn't get in. Okay, he's not in yet. Bill Belichick is not in. If you're not going to vote him in because he cheated, then don't ever vote him in because he cheated. Tom Brady, if you're concerned about the cheating, don't vote Tom Brady in. But to your point, Mel, they're not going to do that. Brady is going to be first ballot, guaranteed. I'll put my little bit of dough that I got on that. That's going to happen. So it's unfortunate because my biggest thing is, and you've heard this from me and my show all the time, consistency. Keep the same energy. Don't change the rules over here versus over there. If that's your stance, then stay on that. As they say, stand on business, right? So if you didn't put him in because it was about cheating, then never put him in because it's about cheating. Never put Kraft in, never put Brady in. That's all I got.
That's crazy if they're not. I mean, what makes it different that the coach did it and the quarterback? Like what's different? Why they view it different? I mean, Tom. It wasn't like that. Tom didn't know. Well, okay, so they can cop out and say Tom didn't know that he was sending his coaches to film other people's practices. Okay, so that's one thing. But Tom did specifically tell those ball boys to take the air out of the ball for the Deflategate. And when they investigated him, he destroyed his phone. And all of these, and he had the ball boy's name saved as the deflator. Like all of these things. So we know Tom cheated as well. So why are they trying to act like and insult our intelligence and say we're gonna hold this guy accountable by keeping him out for a year and then turn around and put Tom in? I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. And there was like rumors of the people who are on the committee having grudges, and there's always speculation about going on. One of the running theories that I heard was like everybody assumed that he was first ballot, so instead of just like I guess giving him guaranteed votes, everybody was like, well, he's gonna get the 40. Maybe we'll spend a vote to get somebody else in who doesn't have that much of a chance. But it ended up being more people not voting for Bill than what was supposed to vote for him. I don't know how the whole committee works. I just know you got to get, 80-something%?
40 out of 50. It's 50 members that you got to get 40 votes.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like 11 votes short or something?
11 votes. So I don't know. Because it looks like the voters are all like media members, like broadcasters, journalists, stuff like that.
Yeah, most of them.
And they all represent like different spaces, teams, and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know, but to say he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer is kind of crazy. I thought it was a foregone conclusion that his resume spoke for itself. Because even if you take away the cheating years, the years that they didn't cheat, he still won. So what are we talking about?
What about the years when he wasn't on the Patriots? Do you think not? We know the ones who came out and basically was like, oh, it was just a cheating. But what about the other votes? We don't know too much. Do you think his Cleveland years had any impact? Because he stunk it up there. And remember, this is not just the NFL. No, is this the NFL Hall of Fame or is this football Hall of Fame?
Just NFL.
Oh, so it's just huh?
I thought it was football Hall of Fame.
No, college has its own.
It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which is
college has its own football Hall of Fame.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. So, do you think his Cleveland? It was Cleveland. He was the head coach of, right?
Yes.
I think so. I think he had like a 36 and 40 something record there or something.
Yeah, he was not good.
Right. Do you think that impacted him?
It should,
because he still got six rings as a head coach and 2 as a coordinator.
Right. But do you think people will say, because it's a big question mark of, okay, what can he do when Tom Brady's gone? He didn't win. Tom Brady left and won. We all heard about that. Do you think that had any impact on him?
No, I doubt it. And whatever the real reason is, they'll never admit it. They won't say anything about it. I mean, we know it's because of the cheating scandal. Like that. I mean, there's no way. Even if you had a bad couple of years in Cleveland before you got to New England, you still was the number 2 winningest coach of all time, and the coach with the most Super Bowls, which is 8, 6 as a head coach, 2 as a assistant with the Giants, right? On top of that, the most playoff wins, most Super Bowl appearances. It's just too much stuff that he achieved. And he was achieving some of that stuff with Drew Bledsoe before Tom Brady got there. Like, they were winning. Curtis Martin was the running back. Drew Bledsoe was there. They was winning. They was playing good football. Tom Brady came in and put icing on the cake. But I hope don't nobody think that, oh man, it was all Tom Brady and it wasn't Bill. It was a Jordan and Phil Jackson both were
a concerted effort.
You can say Phil is the GOAT coach, and you can say Jordan is the GOAT basketball player. They don't take away from each other. So I don't think you should take away from Bill because Tom Brady was good as well.
Well, I ain't mad at it that he ain't get in. I'm an Eagles fan. No, I'm playing. We was one of them teams in Super Bowl who cheated against, remember? No, I'm just playing. No, for me, put my biases aside, I do think based off of the 8 Super Bowls, which is outrageous, he probably should have got in on the first ballot Hall of Fame. I was a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie. That thing came across my ticker. I was shocked at that. So, but like Bruce said, if people feel like he cheated, there's a reason why some people aren't in the Hall of Fame in the MLB, and they probably should be. So I can't get mad at that. But I do agree. If you're going to knock him, you probably should knock Tom Brady. They're not going to knock Pretty Boy Brady. He's like the prince of everything when it comes to
golden child.
The golden child, right? So he's definitely going in. But that's why I just think the Hall of Fame, similar to the NBA, is becoming more of a likable, I like you more than how great you were type of award. Yeah. And it's getting a little watered down.
Yeah, but I'll still value the NFL Hall of Fame over the NBA any day. NBA Hall of Fame.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that. But it's starting to feel like, okay, let's not go in that NBA direction.
Right.
Oh, I have a question. Outside looking in, is there anybody currently in the NFL Hall of Fame that shouldn't be there based on any similar circumstances of Bill? Like, has this happened before?
Some type of scandal?
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one.
So if indeed it's like super more exclusive, then it would definitely make sense if Bill never makes it in there for those reasons.
Crazy. Yeah,
That's a non-issue. He gonna get in.
I'm gonna say the names of the Bruce. Have you ever looked up the names of the coaches that did get in first ballot? It's 5 of them.
I think I heard this somewhere.
So this would have been the prestigious
Don
club.
Shula.
He would have. Don Shula's one of them.
Hallis.
Hallis is one of them.
Curly Lambeau.
No, Lombardi.
Lombardi? Is it Lombardi?
Yeah, that's 3.
Okay, I thought it was Lambeau. All right, but so Don Shula, Hallis, Lambeau, Joe
Chuck
Gibbs.
Noll. Chuck Noll.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Joe
And
Gibbs.
Landry.
Tom Landry. Okay. All right.
Yep.
That's
So those 5 got in first ballot. So is Bill on par with them? He got more wins than all of them except Shula.
Man, that's tough. But yeah, I think so. It's wild to think Bill Walsh wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Everything he's done for the game and how his tree still has deep roots in the league. That's wild.
Interesting.
That does sound like an exclusive group, but if anybody was eligible to be a part of that exclusive group, I would have thought it'd been Bill.
Yeah.
Do y'all think some people may have decided to wait because he might come back and coach?
No.
I did Google him and say he's 72. I said,
his girlfriend 28
like
though.
20, yeah. But no, it's a real thing. He really, first of all, his career, his coaching stuff, and where he at now sucks. I don't know
why he went to North Carolina.
Neither do I. But he really
Just
might
to
come
do some
back
shit.
next year. Not next offseason. Coach.
I would have liked to see him come back and coach the
And
Browns.
you know what? For coaches, it's 1 year after retirement. I think they changed that a couple years ago. They're eligible 1 year after retirement, so he could come back, retire again, and be up there
first ballot,
right back there again.
There was some chatter that Bill Polian, who's on the committee, kind of convinced people that they should wait a year.
Oh, Bill's GM.
Yeah, he was very, very, very good friends with Robert Kraft, and Robert Kraft and Belichick had a falling out before he left New England. So some people think that it might be something there, but Bill Polian came out and denied that. He said, "I voted for Bill. I had nothing to do with it." Well, he just said, "I voted for him." But you can vote like when there's like 4 people that's going in, like you can prioritize your votes. Like, I guess give people first place, second place, third place votes or whatever. So him saying that he voted for him is not saying that he voted for him favorably to go in first ballot. So, maybe he was just, trying to play with his words a little bit, but
I put him in 5th.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I voted for him.
Yeah.
They need to release the votes. That'll tell the story.
Yeah, make it transparent and be crazy.
No, they take the votes away from the media people.
That too.
But it's the media people that's doing it right. They just got to give it a credit because anybody can mess it up. Because remember when the players was voting for the All-Star and most of them didn't vote for LeBron that year.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So like it's going to be some drawback or something negative that can happen with anybody you get a vote to.
No matter what you do.
Yeah, especially when you don't have no guidance for them.
Wait, say that
But
again.
if you have guidance or criteria, then they could be more honest with their votes because hey, you didn't follow the criteria with this. How did you come up with this vote? The criteria don't even make sense.
Mel, I'm sorry. Say that again, Mel. Said
which part?
The players voted 1 year. Say that again.
Yeah, I think the NBA had changed their format where the players get votes, and most of the players didn't vote for LeBron for All-Star.
Good. That tells you something. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
What year was that?
4 or 5 years ago. Somewhere around.
Yeah, that was a year when he was balling for sure.
Was that prior to LA? But
yeah, it was prior to LA. I think it might have been Miami or his first Cleveland stint.
Mm.
And they didn't vote for him. It was like, what? Are you serious? So
yeah.
But all right, y'all. Man, we had 2 hours, 22 minutes, man. That was a good show, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Everybody in the comment section, everybody who called in. Appreciate everybody, man. All the super chats. Let me make sure I got through all the super chats.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Anybody who went over to my channel and subscribed, I appreciate y'all for that.
Yeah, anybody who show love to the Format Podcast, like and subscribe, I appreciate that as well.
I hate Draymond Green.
K is doing the most with less definition of MVP. Man, this MVP race gonna be they want to give it to Luka so bad. They want to give it to Luka better than they want to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna figure it out.
I mean, because most All-Star votes, people love Luka.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I wonder if they like pull the data and see like how much is that American versus Serbian.
Oh yeah, they do. Absolutely, they got to. Yeah, these are.
They know, but I don't think they're going to publicize it.
No,
right.
for sure.
You wouldn't publicize that because you want everyone to believe that Luka is as popular as they're pushing. So they're not going to say, well, it's just the Serbians or it's just the Eastern Europeans or whatever. They're not going to do that.
So then, could it be possible that he's the next face of the league?
No.
Okay. I'm still waiting to get that answer. Who is going to be the next face of the league?
Who is?
I think it's obvious. It's SGA.
But he's not from America. He's from Canada.
But that's close though. That's still close. And he went to school here and all that. So
he's
I agree. I definitely don't. He's my MVP. I think he's the best player in the NBA right now. No, hands down. I just think that they want the face of the league to be an American. No shade.
Yes, they do. Yeah. So watch.
No shade to any other country.
You will see the mega push for what's his name? No. Yeah, okay.
LeBron gonna try to push that as soon as he retires. My son is a piece.
Shoot, Bronny gonna be retired with him.
And it'd be like
when LeBron's gone.
Right, and then act like they had nothing to do with it.
Right.
You had no idea.
You're gonna see the mega push. Like next year, it's gonna be insane to push for Cooper Flag because he started off a little slow this year, so they had to calm it down. But now he balling out.
Look, I pledge allegiance to the flag.
I ain't pledge allegiance to that flag.
Nope. But I'm gonna let you live on that break.
I'm about dying on that hill, man.
Man, nah, Cooper's a problem. He is a problem.
Cooper, he almost got outplayed by his old teamate, but he came through and was like, "Nah, not tonight, dog."
Right.
But 8 threes and the
what was
and
it? 64% from the field or something?
71.
Say that again, Mel.
Kanupa he can play, dog.
Yeah,
you was nervous when they drafted him.
I wasn't
nervous. I thought Ace Bailey was the better player. I still think. I mean, Ace Bailey is a.
You still think Ace Bailey is what?
He's a problem. It's just they're doing something different over there in Utah. Don't sleep on Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, from the little bit I did see. Oh, nah,
he needed to be humbled. Absolutely, and that's what Utah did.
He's still him. It's just gonna take a while for people to see it, man. He'll take the McGrady year or the McGrady 2 year. He'll take the 2 year McGrady year.
Derek Queen is hands down going to be one of the best to come out of that class.
I agree. But this next class coming out is nasty.
You know what? I have not even been rocking with college ball like that this year, but tomorrow I'm gonna sit back and watch this game. Just BYU.
It's 5 freshmen that you will really enjoy, Bruce, and all 5 of them probably coming out in the draft. They are serious competitors, dog.
Yeah, I want to see that. Quick side note, right? You hear so many people, the world breakers and such, talking about how this NBA is so much better and players are so much more skilled and all that. I'm going to give you an example of why this NBA is not better, and you just mentioned it. Con Knipple walked into the league and is averaging 19, 43% from 3 and 49% from the field. You cannot tell me this NBA is better if he walks into the league and is doing that. There is no way if he enters the league in 1994, he's doing that. No way. I don't care what kind of shooter he is.
But also consider the team he's on too. The Hornets are an AAU team. He has a lot of leeway to do all of that.
True indeed. But even if he walked onto a bad team in 94, that's not happening. Period. It's just not.
The Hornets are a serious team, dog.
She said
Who is a serious team?
The Hornets. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Have you seen their last 10 games?
They moved up. They're still out of the play-in territory.
Correct. They got some pieces, man.
What's Draymond yelling at the ref about?
I was so tired of his baboon butt mouth looking self, man.
Nah, man, don't call that man a baboon, man. Let's not play into
No, I said baboon butt mouth.
Oh,
I didn't say he was a baboon. His mouth with all that black around that pink, looks like a baboon butt.
But to Bruce's point, I see what you're saying. How is a guy like Khan kind of shows us the current state of the league? I can understand where you were going with that. I was being a butthole.
And that doesn't mean he can't play. That's not what I'm saying. But that should tell you the fact that a dude like him is walking into the league, killing out the gate. That tells you what this league is and what it isn't. So, yeah.
Somebody said Hornets ain't been serious since the B movie.
Wow.
That actually was good.
I
love a good dad joke. What B movie is a classic. What would you? What job would you want? I would be.
Hey, make me what I can't remember. Were they the ones that went and got the pollen? The fucking jocks.
You want to go to? You want to leave?
Let me be one of the jocks, man. Them
I'll stay.
Motherfuckers was lit.
I don't know. They had everything running pretty smooth in there. I'd probably stay in the hive.
Yeah, you watch the B movie. I watch the Beekeeper. How about that?
I watched both of them. But you know what? I love Jason Statham, but he's playing the same shit
over and over.
He's playing the same shit.
And this new movie he got covered out, that joy look crazy.
What's it called? Shelter?
Okay. Yeah. I can't wait to watch that. Same movie, but I can't wait to watch
Same movie.
Y'all can watch The Beekeeper. I'm gonna watch A Killer in the Bee.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
You do that, bro.
Lord have mercy.
I just killed the vibe.
No, you good because at least you seen the B movie. I'm like, what?
You ain't never seen the B movie?
I know of it. I never seen. Go
get some straight now. Go sit your ass down and watch that damn movie.
No, it's a good movie.
I was like, that's not my air. Like I seen Ant.
Ants is good. I think it's better than the B movie.
But
it's a classic.
If we're talking about bug animated movies, the Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Oh yeah,
Bug's Life is the goat.
I got
yeah. I like Ants. Ants goes hard.
Yeah,
Ants was good too. I think every girl in Hollywood that got a BBL look like an ant.
All right, hey, that's the show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
If you stand an ant up on his hind legs, it look like BBL body.
Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you. Shout out to Bruce from the Format Podcast for kicking it with us, man.
For sure.
I did you with that. And you know we got Rashad McKids. I appreciate y'all for joining us. We got Rashad McKids. I did you with that. Get you out of there before you get us in trouble, man.
Yeah, for real. Man. See that in the chat. Jason Brown said, "Cut Mel's mic."
Shout out to everybody. I don't know what I said.
You get
y'all thinking it. Y'all thinking it too. When y'all see them ant bodies walk by, y'all thinking it, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
All right, we got Rashad McCants, man. Thanks for watching Out the Bud. Thanks for watching Out the Bud, man. We got Rashad McCants.
Good show, man. Peace, y'all.
All right, y'all.